How's it going, everyone? I am Dr. Delay, and we've got another Pirates game for you as the Pirates are taking on the Diamondbacks in Game 2 of what should be a baseball game. I can't say good one because, the Pirates have just been pretty pathetic for as long as the season has gone. Of course, we can be hopeful as they're going for their 20th win of the year. They are sending Burrows to the mound today. Mike Burrows making his debut in his last start. 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. So not off to a fantastic start or anything like that. Meanwhile, the D-backs will send Corbin Burns, an old Milwaukee Brewer. He is not doing too shabby in his first year in Arizona with a 2.73 ERA. So the Pirates are definitely going to have to work pretty hard to get some runs. I mean, they couldn't score last night off Ryan Nelson, so we'll see what happens. I found myself watching NASCAR video game while waiting. Oh, NASCAR. I don't think I actually had one NASCAR video game, and I didn't like it. I played, it was like NASCAR 08. The one racing game I did play was Cars and Simpsons Road Rage. Those were my games that I played as a kid. Just couldn't get into NASCAR. As you probably already know, Pirates are 19-36, well out of first place, well out of the wild card. Diamondbacks not in that scenario. They are 6.5 games back, 3.5 outside the wild card. The Diamondbacks are a team that really, if they make the playoffs, they can beat anybody. They really can. They have such a great offense. The Pirates had half the offense the D-backs had. They would probably be around 500, maybe a little bit above. Cars was a great game. It was a fantastic game. And the movie too, of course, as they're showing. Burns there, 3-2, 2.73 ERA. Opponent batting average of 207, so he knows how to keep the Pirates off. He'll know how to keep the Pirates off the base paths. But of course, all you gotta do is be an average pitcher, and I say you're gonna give the Pirates lineup some trouble. Cruz is leading off, followed by Reynolds, and then Horwitz. McCutchen has been given the night off, so he may come in and pinch hit later, but for the most part, he is not going to be through innings 1 through 8 most likely. So Cruz hopefully can keep up this power streak he's been on. He's been kind of crushing the ball lately. As we're about to get underway here in Arizona for Game 2, as Burns delivers, and that's outside ball 1. Braden, how's it going? Yes, I do remember you. How you doing? Welcome to this Pirates game between, of course, we were here yesterday, saw Game 1 of this series as Cruz rips this one down the line, but a great play by Naylor is able to get him out as he tosses Burns to the bag. For out number 1. He doesn't toss Burns. He tosses the ball to Burns at the bag for out number 1. But how you doing, Braden? Hopefully you had a great day. Same with you, Draven, by the way. Thank you for showing up earlier. Hey, you do what you got to do, man. You don't have to, be here all the time. I appreciate it. I really do, I know you said you were shopping. I'm like, hey, man, you're good, man. You're allowed to do your thing. I totally get it, Not a year. I mean, I can't make all my streams and all that, and so I get it. I do appreciate it though, as that one's in there for a called strike. So doing good, man. Hope to see the Bucks win today. Well, I am hopeful as well. Maybe not that hopeful as 208, 606 OPS. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be in there, called strike. That's kind of on the outside part of the plate. Yeah, Draven, I do look forward though to just chatting football with you. I'm sure because that's where it's at for me. I know you're a hockey guy, but you seem to like the Steelers and of course the Pirates here as well. Braden, I'm sure you're a Steelers fan as well. I think that's a terrible towel in that picture. I can't quite see. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be chopped foul. Just a little bit of a heads up. I found the Crow pop figure while I was shopping. The Crow. What is the Crow? 0-2 count to Reynolds. Again, Reynolds has been kind of in a slump for the last month. Here is the 0-2, as this one's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So look at that. Look at that. The Crow. The Crow? I'm seeing movies. Let me just type in pop figure. It's like a... What is this? Is that it? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Here's Horowitz. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped to first. Naylor didn't like Reynolds just going at full speed, so he's not going to throw to second, but he is going to step on the bag for out number 2. Your favorite movie? Okay. I look like a horror movie. I'm not much of a horror movie guy. I don't really do all that. I don't really watch many movies anymore, to be honest with you. There's just nothing good anymore. Naylor thought about throwing to second, but he just decided to get the easy way. Reynolds had a good jump there. All right, here is Joey Bart, and that's going to... Actually, Burns is just going to walk back. Oh, you're a Packers fan. I'm a Packers fan. I know it looks like a terrible towel. I've gotten a lot more comments about it. I'm a Packers fan because my great uncle made the practice squad, but sadly got cut. Well, that's pretty cool. Hey, NFL, any part of the NFL is pretty neat. 1-0 count to Bart. That's cool. Well, hey, I'll probably be doing Packers games as well. I'm going to try to get all 32 in. Most likely will. I'm doing at least 2 on Sundays, and then we'll see about Mondays and Thursdays nights, as that one is outside Bowl 1. Probably will. I'm leaning towards the more I get close, the more I just kind of want to do it as much as possible. Go, Pack, go. Yo, what's up, Luis? Padres Pirates coming up this weekend. I look forward to getting at least one game in there for you, as that one is going to be low ball 3. Thank you for stopping by as always, Luis. Did the Giants and Tigers just about, I think that ended about an hour ago. It was a very quick game. But yeah, I'm going to be doing at least one of the Padres Pirates. That's going to be ball 4. Bart walks, and we're going to see Canario here with 2 outs in the top of the first. I personally have no problem with the Packers, by the way, Braden. I just go Pack go. But no, the Packers to me are like they're a classic NFL team, cornerstone franchise. I don't know if you'll take this as an insult because the Steelers have been so average for a while, but the Packers are kind of like the Steelers of the NFC. They're just that classic team. Usually it's just very old school, and I respect the heck out of the Packers. Here's the first pitch, and that one's going to be fouled back. I just hate the fact that they beat the Steelers in the last ever Super Bowl that the Steelers had appeared in. Me thinking what I was about 13, 14 at the time. Steelers had been to 3 of the last 5 Super Bowls or 6 Super Bowls, and I'm like, yeah, no, can't wait to see the next one. Man, we were so good. Yeah, no. Yeah, I really can't wait. I'd love to see them in there. That's a in there called strike. That was a generous strike call there by the umpire. 2 favorite teams. I mean, I respect the Packers. I only have one favorite team though. But I will pull for the Packers in the playoffs. That swung on and missed. Canario was just feeling swing happy there as that one's way out of the zone. So we head to the bottom of the first inning. Diamondbacks and Pirates tied at 0 apiece. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. And if you are a first-time visitor as a Pirates fan, well, what the heck are you doing, man? We're supposed to stick it out together through this terrible season. So definitely hit that subscribe button. If you're a Diamondbacks fan, well, I've actually done a lot of Diamondbacks games. As I have a Diamondbacks subscriber that is usually in here for the most part. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you again. Did yesterday's, obviously, Diamondbacks Dodgers, Diamondbacks Giants, Diamondbacks Mets. So I'm no stranger. Diamondback Cubs. That was the first one. That got me like 6 subscribers for that one game. That was crazy. That was that 14-12 game. It was amazing. That was the best game of the season. Unfortunately for the Diamondbacks, they lost. I supported the Packers first, but I do watch Steelers and keep up because of Pittsburgh. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, again, the Packers, they're usually consistently good. Hello, I guess the Pirates are losing again. They are not yet. They are losing. They are tied 0-0 as this game is just getting underway. Of course, the time zone difference. Probably won't get a lot of Pittsburgh fans in here because, it's almost 10 o'clock on the East Coast. And, of course, I'm in the Central Time Zone. And I do want to let you guys know that I will not be able to stream tomorrow as I'll be working most likely at least 14 hours tomorrow. I'll be working from 10 a.m. to most likely midnight. So I got to be there for my normal work. And then game prep for the baseball state semifinal I got to broadcast. And then drive there, which is about 2.5 hours away. Call the game at 7. Game will end probably about 9:30. Get back at midnight. Then I got to write a story. So honestly, I could be home very late. What? I mean, I'll rack in the hours, of course. Overtime is most likely happening this week as here's the first pitch to Carroll. That's going to be high for ball 1. Sup, Trisk Sports? Yes, sports indeed. Thank you. Sorry, Cat. You give the same vibes as Coffee Beans. You and her are very similar. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You still don't seem to be amazed that I predicted 6-5 loss when the Pirates are up 5. No, I gave you full credit. You just want some more attention as Carroll's going to send this to right. Reynolds is at the wall, and it is gone. So Carroll with the leadoff solo shot here in the bottom of the first, and the Diamondbacks already up 1-0, just like that. Kevin James taking 5 hours. Yeah, hours of energy now. No 2:30 feeling later. It's going to be a rough one tomorrow, but it should be fun. If it's sports related for the most part, the whole day, I'll be fine. It's not like a normal day at work where there's no sports happening and just going through the motions and at the radio station. Here's the first pitch. That swung on and missed as Perdomo took a big swing. He's batting .299, OPS of .865. But now it's going to be a sports day tomorrow. That'll be pretty fun. Every time you check in, someone scores. Well, it'd be nice if you were to check in when the Pirates are at the plate, as that one's going to be low for a strike call there. Strike 2. A little bit of a favorable call. Now, if you did tune in, which that one's going to be fouled off there. The Giants-Tigers game I did a few hours ago, that was some of the worst umpiring I've seen in quite a bit, and I thought the MLB was getting pretty good this year. I hadn't really heard a peep out of them. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. But no, that was some atrocious strike calls. And he ends up throwing out the Giants manager. It was horrible. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be ripped first. Horwitz tosses to Burrows for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the first, and yeah, you heard that correctly, and you look at the scoreboard, it's 1-0. Yes, Carroll with the leadoff shot in the bottom of the first. Now, if you're a Diamondbacks fan, well, you're loving it. You're loving it right, and rightly so, as you look to be above 500 at the end of this one. That's going to bring up Gurriel. He's batting .240, OPS of .706. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be swung on and missed, strike 1. And I'm still questioning my decision to do the doubleheader right before a big broadcast tomorrow, but I committed to it, so here I am. Here's the 0-1. That's high. I believe that hit him as Gurriel is going to take first base. So Gurriel's going to take first, and that'll bring up Josh Naylor, batting .287, OPS of .798. Pirates got your hairline receding. Oh, no, we can't have that. Holy crap. Well, it happens. It happens. Mine is maintaining. It's been maintaining for the past 6 years. So I'm good. I was actually worried about it. I was 21, 22. I'm noticing my hair is slowly going up because freaking stupid retail job I had for years was stressful as crap. Hated it. Here's the first pitch, and that's going to be chopped to foul. Of course, I met my wife there. It was. I mean, it's not all bad, but we were treated like crap. Even if you're a manager, you were treated like garbage. Especially if you weren't like a top manager. I was like the night manager, and yeah, that took off years of my life and added so much weight to me as I'm working terrible hours, eating late. I'm exhausted, so I can't exercise. My exercise was at work. Anyway, here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for ball one. What kind of call is that? Who is pitching? So it's going to be Burrows. He's one of the prospects for the Pirates. Pitched one game last year, 2 games last year. Pitched 1 game earlier. Didn't do so great. I can show you the stats. He called a great game, unlike the umpire. Well, thank you. Here's the 1-1, and Naylor's going to hit this to right, and that's going to drop in front of Reynolds for a base hit. So runners on first and second for the Diamondbacks, and that's going to bring up Suarez. Let's go ahead and look back at Burrow's stats to begin his young career. He's 25, made his debut last year, just pitched 1 game, 3.1 innings last year, 1 earned run. This year made his first start. I forgot when that was, but wasn't too long ago. Didn't do too great. 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, and then already allowing the home run and 2 base runners here in the bottom of the first. So Suarez is going to step in, batting .232, OPS of .830. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped to foul. Burrows is highly thought of in the Pirates organization as part of that next generation of young pitchers, to join Paul Skeens. Obviously you have Paul Skeens, and you have Jared Jones. You can kind of include Keller in there, but you have Bubba Chandler as this 0-1 is going to be inside ball 1. Bubba Chandler, there is, the names are escaping. Harrington, Thomas Harrington's not too shabby. Anthony Solimento, I believe, is also thought of as well. That's in the dirt ball, too. And then you have Mike Burrows. I think this Burrows guy is Joe's cousin and is a plant from the Reds. Maybe. They do have different names, Burrow and Burrows. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be swung on a missed. Strike 2. What is the weather like in Phoenix? I will look it up. Despite it being a closed roof, I will look it up. Phoenix. Okay, you would think if I typed in PHE, it would immediately pop up, but apparently. Oh, it's PO. Gosh dang it. My bad. 97 degrees. Feels like. Let me actually click on this. 2-2 count to Suarez. 97 feels like 97. Humidity at 6. Oh, that's nice. That's going to be chopped foul. 9 miles per hour winds coming from the northwest, heading southeast. Yeah, I think the lowest humidity I've ever seen where I live is like 50% or something like that. That's a dry day for us. Definitely a killer. That's why everyone looks older and is fat around here. It's just the way it's true. 2-2 count. They ruined me. My parents ruined me. Here's the 2-2. That's high for ball 3. Actually, somewhat keeping the youthful look despite the beard. Okay, I kind of do look older now. But I'm gonna have to I'm getting a haircut next week. Getting this. I'm gonna have to trim this. Probably not. I'll let them do it. It's free. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be chopped foul. If I lose more weight, I could probably pass for a 21, 22-year-old if I shave. The stress hasn't gotten to me yet as far as looks, but it's been tough. 3-2 count here. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the first. Diamondbacks already up 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 4. So he walks Suarez, and we're going to have bases loaded with Pavin Smith coming up, batting .301. OPS of 892. Yeah, I know, 6%. Heck yeah. So Oscar Marine, the pitching coach, is going to have a chat here with Burrow, trying to calm him down. Again, if you're a first-time visitor here or just a visitor in general and you're not subscribed, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot. And again, if you're a Pirates fan, then like, what are you doing at this point? Come on. But yeah, you know, of course, I'll be doing football once football season's here. I'm not going to abandon baseball, of course, as I'll be still doing baseball until I'd say about the wild card round is the expected time I will depart. But if you guys really want me to do it, if I get enough support, I'll keep on doing baseball through it all. Here is the first pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And, of course, I'll be doing baseball again next year as well. 0-1 count. Burrows delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. Hopefully the Pirates are much better next year. It'd be nice. Probably not, but you never know. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on and missed. Strike 2. Looks like they got the internet. Yeah, I'm still on my backup internet, so do I take the risk and plug it in? It'd be fine. I'll just let it go. Seems to be no lag, so we'll keep it going. Here's the 1-2. It's going to be a slow tapper. Bart is going to jump and tag him out at the plate. They may check it. It was a slow tapper. Bart is able to retrieve it and dive at the plate. I'm going to have to see this, the NBC it here. Smith with a huge hit, just going a few feet. Bart able to retrieve it and get the diving Gurriel, and he does indeed get him. So there's not going to be a replay, despite all the fans. They were all, no, sir, he is out at the plate. So this would be huge if they're able just to limit, you know, the 1 run. Bases loaded. He has to get out of this jam. They are starting like the Giants did. The Giants, Giants allowing one run in the first, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the third in the Tigers-Giants game, and it was zeros the rest of the way. But that's going to bring in Moreno, batting .277, OPS of 749, as that one's going to be on the outside corner, strike 1. Bart with a great effort there. Did kind of initially take his time, to be honest with you. Bart, not exactly the fastest or here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Not the best defensive catcher. 1-1 count. Bottom of the first, bases loaded. One and one count. Burrow sets and delivers. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Doctor, my friend got a new GPU and broke the motherboard in his, and just broke the motherboard in his PC. That is unfortunate. How do you break it? That's tough. 1-2 count. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. I don't know why I can't talk. Let's go and get some water here. Two and two count. Bases loaded. Diamondbacks already scoring 1. Pirates trying to hold them here. Diamondbacks looking to make them pay. Called strike 3 on a ball that was a very bit outside. So the Pirates gifted that strikeout call there as we head to the Top of the second, your score, Diamondbacks 1, Pirates 0. Ball coming up 2-2 with 2 outs. Another prediction correct. Well, it may have been a little bit of delayed there. Dr. Delay, of course, is the name. He went to put it into the slot, and he said it just broke. So that's 300. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that is terrible. That is terrible. Again, folks, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. And, of course, if you're a football fan, well, hey, I'm doing football once football is here. Looking forward to trying to do another UFL game soon. I just don't know when that will be. But I know, again, for college and NFL, 100% will be here every week. So do not miss that. And, of course, just let me know, like the previous week. I guess I'll be kind of picking, like, what week. I kind of have week 1 already decided, essentially. NFL week 1 schedule. Well, preseason, I'm going to try to do as many preseason games as possible. Of course, they only show the local games, so I'll try to do the national one, which will be July 31st. Whatever, we're going to back up there. That way you can see week 1. Week 1, Steelers, Jets. We're doing that for sure. I am leaning, because I kind of have to take advantage. All the big streamers are probably doing Detroit, Green Bay. I don't know if I do Detroit, Green Bay. It'd be tough. So do I battle it out for Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, Seattle, Houston, Los Angeles? I'll probably let you guys vote for it. I may actually do a poll on that. That's probably what I'll do. And I'll include Detroit, Green Bay if you guys want me to do it. But 12 o'clock game, 1 o'clock game Eastern time will be Steelers, Jets. I do plan on doing a Steelers game every week, obviously. As here's the first pitch to Frazier. That's outside ball 1. And then the other game, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. That's what I'll do. I will leave it up to you guys. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the 1-0 that's going to be in there. Strike 1. Nah, probably will. Be good for engagement. I have so many Iowa players to watch this year. Yeah, they're scattered everywhere. Steelers have 2 of them. Actually, 3 of them. Right? Or they might even have more. That's going to be inside. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball 2. I think that'd be nice. 2-1 count. Burns sets and delivers. That's going to be in there, strike 2. And again, of course, if you're a Cardinals fan, we'll try to. I know the Cardinals play a lot of those 3 o'clock games, Central Time, of course. So might be a big Cardinals channel. Who knows? 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Center fielder Thomas is there to make the catch for out number 1. Castro better make the team. Well, I know. Defensively, we could use some good depth. So I'm pulling for him. I want the best 53. So if he's one of the best 53, then I want him on the team. Tommy Pham's going to come up here, the star free agent acquisition on the offensive side for the Pirates, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Batting 198, OPS of 507. A little bit of sarcasm there if you didn't catch it. But, of course, it's not his fault. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. Would have been nice to add to this offense. And who would have thought that we would have the worst offense in the league? 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Little chopper to short. Perdomo throws to first for out number 2. So very quickly, 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Brian Hayes, batting 229, OPS of 568. He's also in a bit of a slump. I know his OPS had just gotten above 600 about a month ago. And, you can see the last 15 games, batting 172, OPS of about, that's 450. So, yeah, he is struggling. That's going to be inside ball 1. Of course, this entire lineup is struggling. Frazier's actually kind of been on a little bit of a heater. Same with Canario. And it cruise a little bit, with the home runs, but still the average and OPS stay about the same. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there, strike one. Hopefully make a move or two before the deadline. Yeah, we're going to be selling at the deadline. We're going to be trading. We're probably trading Heaney. We're trading Falter probably, if I had to guess. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a little chopper to short. Perdomo throws to first for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates as we head to the bottom of the second. Your score, Diamondbacks 1, Pirates 0. As far as hitters, who would we sell? Frazier maybe. Isaiah Kiner Falefa. We'd probably trade those guys. Those are your scores from around the major leagues. The Royals have just lost to the Reds 7-2. Red Sox up 1-0 on the Brewers. Rockies, Cubs 2-2. Look at the Rockies go, trying to get their 10th win of the year. Rangers and Blue Jays 0-0. Astros over the A's 9-1. 0-0 Yankees Angels. 3-0 Mariners over the Nationals. The Marlins up 6-1 on the Padres. Wow. Dodgers defeat the Indians 9-5. Cardinals defeat the Orioles 7-4. Tigers defeat the Giants 3-1. We saw that one earlier if you were here. If not, it's okay. Phillies over the Braves 2-0. Twins over the Rays 4-2. Mets over the White Sox 6-4. And, of course, again, we just heard Reds over the Royals. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. 2 up for the D-backs is going to be Alec Thomas, Jordan Lawler, and then Corbin Carroll, who opened up the game, or at least the bottom of the first, with the solo shot to right. Yeah, I wonder who's going to get traded. I would say it's probably those 4. And probably, I don't know. I don't think Tommy Pham is going to get any interest. Would Joey Bart be on the move? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Just a lot of question marks. So Burrows tosses a ball to the side as we're about to get underway here in the bottom of the first. Wow, stepped away to see Mr. Miyagi beat up Crease in the parking lot, and the Pirates are out 1-2-3. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, that's tough. Crease was a good man. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be a chopper to Burrows. Nice snag. Tosses to first for out number 1. And I've still yet to continue on Cobra Kai. I'm stopped in this 3rd season. When was this? This was back in December, huh? Jeez, oh, yeah, I've just put it on hold. I have just put it on hold, apparently, as Jordan Lawler's going to come up. It's not like it's a bad show. I just hadn't given it much time. Watching other things, I guess. Not really, actually. I don't know. I'm in front of the camera, or I'm at work. Here's the first pitch to Lawler. That's outside for strike 1. Oh, what a call. 0-1 count. Pirates going for their 20th win. I don't know if it happens. Here's the 0-1. That's high for ball 1. Cobra Kai never say die. Yeah. I think I'm team Cobra Kai. Even in the OG movies. They're the good guys. They're misunderstood. 1-1 count. Hit to short. IKF throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 2. I'm kidding, of course. I didn't actually watch any of the OGs. That's going to bring up Corbin Carroll, who led off the bottom of the first with the home run. The only score of the game so far. Batting .263, OPS of .906, 16 home runs, and 35 RBIs. Burrows delivers. That's outside. Ball 1. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I hear they're good. I just haven't watched it. Haven't watched it. 1-0 count. That's inside. Ball 2. So he's definitely pitching around Carroll. Carroll's not exactly a big guy, but he packs a punch. like he is. Here is the 2-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Changeup, slider, changeups. Yet to show him any fastball. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Apparently the Diamondbacks are first in OPS against fastballs, so they do really good against the heater. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. A very generous strike call there as this umpire, I guess, watched a lot of film from the Giants-Tigers game as we head to the top of the third. Your score, Diamondbacks 1, Pirates 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Especially if you're a Pirates fan, man. We gotta stick this out together. It's a rough season. And also, don't hesitate to chat away. Feel free to comment about whatever you'd like. I mean, I am a die-hard football fan. Steelers, really. So you'd ask me some football stuff or just talk about football. I'll eat it up. I will eat it up. Week 2, Steelers take on Seattle. Sam Darnold. Looking at the 3 o'clock games. Yeah, I don't know. I might do a voting system. That'll actually be pretty cool. I think you guys would like it. I think if you guys had more control over what I cover, which I do ask you guys every now and then if I don't really have, if there's so many games that are like looking good and tasty that day. If the Pirates can't play, then I'll of course put on a random game. Or if the Pirates continue to not show up at the plate, then I will just literally go to a few other games for a few days because I can't take it. It's very frustrating. So, and also college football as well. So try to get as many Pitt games, and of course Draven likes Iowa, so I'll try to get a couple Iowa games in there. Did you know that Lewis Lips is a Southern Mississippi graduate? Southern Miss. I don't know. I didn't know where he went to college, to be honest with you. Lewis Lips. Solid receiver of the 80s. Here's the first pitch to IKF. IKF, ground ball to second. Throws to first. Oh, throw is almost wild, but Naylor with a nice stretch for round number 1. Yeah, Southern Miss. That is, he just likes the black and gold, I guess, huh? More of a big play receiver. I'm trying to get back, my bad. All right, Cruz is going to step in. 0 for 1 so far, as is most of the Pirates lineup. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. I can't wait for you to rage at Pitt this year. See, the thing is with Pitt, I actually don't expect much, so I don't know if I'll actually rage. I do hate dumb play calling. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside. Checked his swing. Did not go. 1-1. But you'll see some rage with the Steelers, of course, 100%. Oh, yeah. Or just complete disappointment. I don't know. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Especially against the teams that I know we can beat. Or, are about our, like, we go in, we're taking on, the Bills, the Chiefs, Ravens. I'm like, okay, well, it's expected in a way. That's going to be chopped foul. I'm surprised we actually held Lamar for so long. Lamar's figured us out, so it's not going to be as easy anymore. Did you know that Iowa and Southern Miss have the same colors? Yes, I did know that, of course. Of course, Trisk. Sure, you're just making conversation. I do appreciate you as always. 1-2 count. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So very quickly, 2 gone here for the Pirates. And that'll bring up the lone Pirate with a hit today, Brian Reynolds, batting .212, OPS of .612. Just down it in there as Reynolds sees the first pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through. The third baseman playing at short, so that gives Reynolds another hit. So look at that, already 2 hits for Reynolds. Maybe here's that it's June. June is just a month. His OPS in June is .981. So I think he's already, it's June, got to start hitting. There you go. That's going to bring up Horwitz, 0 for 1 at the plate. Batting average of 194, OPS of 589. He's also kind of slumping. I know he just got into the lineup, but he started off pretty solid. Now he's just kind of fallen in line with the rest of the Pirates lineup. 0-1 count. Horwitz. 0-1 count. Burns delivers. Swing and a miss on the ball. Pretty far out of the zone. Strike 2. I heard your mother got a photo. The way you worded that, not that great, Trisk. Well, that's cool, though. Brett Favre. 0-2 count. They're going to step off. Yeah, so Trisk is my dad. I want to make everyone clear with that. He is my father, and my younger brother is attending Southern Miss for his senior year. Just giving some clarity here. That way there's just randomly talking about Southern Miss. Here is the 0-2, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to drop. So maybe some 2-out magic, and Gurriel had some trouble with it, but it didn't really escape him that far as... So we have runners on first and second with 2 outs. You're going to hear, sorry. Oh, no, you're good, man. Hey, no problem at all. This kills 2 birds with 1 stone with, the Diamondbacks and Pirates. It's good to try to get teams that, my subscribers like. That is what I try to do. Of course, it's not just a Pirates channel. I try to get other teams as well. Of course, doing Giants earlier. Sean Cummings, a big Giants fan. Unfortunately, they could not score a run, as that one's going to be outside for strike 1. And Bart's just asking again, like, hey, where was that? Yeah, it was outside. Like, okay. Oh-1 count. Reynolds on second. Horwitz at first. Here's the 0-1. That's inside. Ball 1. Great RBI opportunity here for the Pirates. 1-1 count. Doing a doubleheader because I will not be able to call a game tomorrow. I'll be working all day tomorrow. Really excited about it. Here's the 1-1. That's outside ball 2. And then I might be a little bit sleep deprived Thursday. And there's no early Thursday baseball games, so I don't know what I'll be doing. I'm still unsure as I work Thursday evening. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be chopped to short. Throws to first for out number 3, as Greg Brown is kind of voicing his frustration a little bit, and I don't blame him as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Diamondbacks up 1-0 over the Pirates. Can we get Deuces Wild? No, you cannot. Sorry. Did you know Army won 3 state championships? I did. Well, I knew they won championships. I didn't know it was 3 straight. That's interesting considering the years. You'd think they'd be off to war. Just saying. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. Again, if you're a D-backs fan, well, hey, because of Nick there, I do a lot of D-backs games, so feel free to subscribe, and you guys are featured a lot on the channel. Second most featured baseball team behind the Pirates. After that, it's kind of a tie. I'll go ahead and show you guys. That's a terrible thumbnail. There were no thumbnails I could take. that were good. That was horrible. That's why I'm pretty sure that contributed to the low views. I want to say the Giants, maybe. They have 3. No, the Mets have 4. But I hadn't really spoken to them. Oh, they have 5. Oh, my gosh. I don't know why it's not loading up more. I know I have way more than that. Let's reload that. Nationals back-to-back there. Yeah, that's when I wasn't really working too much. I was able to try to work. And then I started working a lot more as of late. But, yeah, no, I try to do as many games as possible. So just let me know. Let me know what your team is. Which, I mean, obviously you're probably going to be Diamondbacks or Pirates here. Do have some Padres fans, some Giants fans, Mets fans. Got a Tiger subscriber. Yeah, Draven. Got a Tiger subscriber. I may have buried the hatchet. Of course, you know, he was pretty realistic on Stafford as well, so that's probably why we connected there. And then there's a Cleveland Indians fan that stopped by the stream today, so I'll be trying to do an Indian stream sooner or later. So we shall see. I got a lot of course, I have Mariners. I still haven't done it in a while. And then the Red Sox I need to get as well. A lot of teams. So if the Pirates aren't able to do something today, I may just have to put them on the back burner, which, of course, there's Pirates-Padres this weekend, so I'll be sure to do at least one of those. 1-0 count here to Perdomo. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there, strike 1. Yo, what? Yo, what's up? What happened? Can you hear me? There's going to be a little tapper here to first. Tosses to Burrows and gets the out. I'm assuming you guys can hear me still. Did I say something crazy and I was just going through and I don't think I did. Are you going to cover any baseball from the college baseball national championship? I think one of the regions is taking place in southern Mississippi. I may. The problem is I need to figure out something visual for you guys, because that's going to be right down the middle, strike 1 for Gurriel. New Detroit fan. Yeah, no, for real. I was shocked myself. Because the little scoreboard bot doesn't have the college scores for baseball, as that's going to be inside ball 1. I could request it, but it'd be too late notice. And he's already done me a huge favor with the UFL. I'd have to find, maybe ESPN has it. Just has something neat. I'll look at it. Here's the 1-1. Oh, that hit him. And Gurriel is hit again. Or wait a second. 1-2 count. Oh, and now he's taking off. He didn't think it hit him. I don't think Gurriel was hit. He may have hit the bat or something. Let's look at this again, or I can. And oh, that's a foul ball. Was not hit. So the umpire awarded first base, but Gurriel was like, yeah, no, it's foul ball. So the Pirates going to easily win this challenge. Detroit is better than Milwaukee. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Brewers fans are probably Packers fans, so I don't really. Again, when we're 19-36, you don't really have much time to hate the Brewers. You know, that's how I see it, you know. I mean, I don't like the Brewers at all, really, but Brewers and Reds really are the two NL Central teams I just don't like. Cubs, I mean, I kind of grew up watching them, believe it or not. WGN was on our TV, so like Cubs-Pirates games, I'm always watching them, but, you know, I'd obviously watch other Cubs games because there wasn't much baseball on. So I got to see Aramis Ramirez, Derek Lee, you know, all those guys. It was a pretty good team. Really good team. So there's still a challenge, and I don't know why this is taking so long. I mean, this clearly hit the bat. I mean, I don't know what is going on. This should be easy. Done deal. It's 1-2. They're taking their time. Long live Randall Simon. And they are now overturning the call. Yeah, I don't know why that took so long. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys don't like silence, and I get it. So 1-2 count here. Yeah, I don't know what. All right, so Gurriel's going to put on his shin guard again, and we'll get this started shortly. Reds for baseball, Flyers, hockey, and Cowboys. The Dayton Flyers. I don't think it's the Dayton Flyers now. Well, for football, it's obviously the Cowboys and the rest of the AFC North, and then the Chiefs now. One and two count for Gurriel as we resume this one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and looks like he's going to get on base anyway. His fam is jogging to the ball. Hopefully Gurriel doesn't go to third, as Gurriel is standing on second with the one out and double. Again, hockey, I'm just kind of a casual, so it's just, I know I'm not supposed to like the Bruins, so I don't like the Bruins. And then the Capitals as well. All right, so Naylor's going to dig in here. He's 1 for 1. Runner on second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trisk was trolling there. Trisk will troll. Burrow sets, looks over, and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. Center field. Canario is there to make the catch. And Gurriel is going to tag from second to third. Philadelphia Freedom. Trisk, what are you doing, buddy? Trisk, you got to calm down. You're in timeout. All right, Suarez is going to come up here. He walked in the first. Runner on third. Suarez batting .232 OPS of .834, 15 home runs, and 41 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, just foul. I do occasionally live under a bridge, and that is a bridge too far. This is your last resort. None of my stream sites are working. No, Joseph. Oh, unfortunate. Well, I'm sorry, but hey, I'm glad I could help you out here as I call this game between the Pirates and the Diamondbacks. Of course, you see I'm a Pirates fan. I don't know if you're a Pirates fan or a Diamondbacks fan, but hey, we welcome you regardless. Here's the 0-1. That's inside ball one. Hopefully, if I do a good job, Joseph, you'll think, hey, this is not a bad backup option. You might hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I would appreciate it. It helps the channel out a lot. If not, well, dang, that kind of sucks. 1-1 count here to Suarez, and it's going to be popped up. Looks like IKF is going to take it for out number 3. So we're through 3 as we head to the top of the 4th. The Diamondbacks still up 1-0. Appreciate it, my man. Go Bucko. Sell the team. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think we're all there. Every Pirates fan definitely agrees with you there. Again, if you guys are, I already told Joseph to subscribe. You guys can go ahead and subscribe, too. You got the voice down. I dig it. Oh, yeah. Well, it's definitely a imitation of what I've heard over the years. It's not my genuine voice. My voice, you can kind of hear it a little bit. It's a little nasally, but, you know. But yeah, this is just an imitation. Of course, with baseball, I can't get as animated unless there's like a huge play. But my broadcasting style is a mixture of Iron Eagle. My dad, he actually used to call some games for the high school as well. This was a long time ago. And I don't know if you guys, some of you may have played NFL 2K5, but Dan Stevens, I kind of do a little bit of him as well. For baseball, a little bit of Greg Brown, I guess, and John Miller, but I'm not even close to them. They're just way better. But again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. Looking over at what's happened earlier, or what's happening now, Red Sox and the Brewers 1-1 in extras. Rockies taking the Cubs to extras. Look at the Rockies go. The adorable little Rockies going toe-to-toe with the Cubs in the top of the 10th. Blue Jays and Rangers 0-0, so a battle of the Pirates there. Astros all over the Athletics 11-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Mariners over the Nationals at the moment 3-1. 0-0 Yankees Angels. The Marlins up 6-3 over the Padres. And then those are your final scores for, I don't think you can see Reds over the Royals, but yeah. Sub for sure. Dig the stream, my man. Is that a blank jersey? So hold on one second. That's going to be chopped foul. Strike one at Canaria. So it is a custom jersey because I myself will be a fan much longer than any of these Pirates will play for him. That's kind of my attitude. So yeah, it's my favorite number is 13. So it's not a Ke'Bryan Hayes. So I like Ke'Bryan Hayes. Great fielder. Wish he would be a better bat. But yeah, no, it's just it's a custom jersey. My name on it. 0-1 count to Canario, batting .240 OPS of 676. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball one. Doyers, Hanlon, Biz. Doyer. I'm not too sure. I'm kind of a casual when it comes to baseball. I'm really sorry. Here's the 1-1. That's inside ball two. In between a casual and a true fan. I mean, I am a fan. Dr. Pepsi or Coke? I love Dr. Pepper. So Trisk is correct. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be chopped to third. That's in play. Suarez with a great throw. Oh, my gosh. What a throw by Suarez to throw out Canario. I promise I'm pro Pirates, but you got to acknowledge that arm strength. Oh, man. Suarez is smiling about that. He knows he made a great play. Canario's not exactly slow either. Suarez moving away from first. Wow. I really don't know. Pepsi, I think I like Pepsi. Coke is good. I mean, it's not like I'm against Coke. Here's the first pitch, and that one's going to be fouled back. I was a Coke. I like Pepsi. Pepsi was actually the first soda I liked. Then it became Dr. Pepper. And then when I liked Dr. Pepper, I started liking Coke. But Coke was never above Dr. Pepper. And then I kind of started liking Pepsi again a few years ago to relive some of that childhood, I guess. Here's the 0-1, as that's going to be hit down the right field line. Just foul. Frazier has been hitting really well lately and just missed a double there. Cool philosophy. I got a few good dudes. Kutch, Bonds, and Old Faithful Clemente. Doyers, East LA accent, Dodgers. Okay. Oh, the Doyers. Okay. Doyers. Yeah, I like that. The Doyers. Sounds Hispanic. Doyers. Waldemar. That's going to be a chopper to short. Throws to first for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Pirates, as I think Greg Brown is he's getting a little annoyed, I think. Oh man, football's my number one, but I enjoy seeing all the minor league teams in my area. Helps pass this off the season. Yeah. That's gonna be outside ball one. Yeah, I'm a football first guy, Steelers fan. I do. By the way, I do want to get some more. I would get a McCutchen jersey. I probably will do that. It'll probably be the next jersey I get. As face a 1-0 to Pham, and that's going to be chopped off the umpire. Maybe that'll straighten out his strike calls tonight, because I know that doesn't hurt, or that hurts. And, I hate that for him, but I mean his calls have been pretty bad so far. RC Cola or a moon pie? Ooh, 2 different things. Escovido. I am Hispanic. I just don't have that. I can't speak Spanish. It's terrible. I can understand it. RC Cola is not bad, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of... I think I'm going to pick the moon pie. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Yeah, I'm going to pick the moon pie, honestly. Joseph, what's your favorite football team? Just out of curiosity. I will be doing football as well, so you will definitely have some backup options. Obviously, I know there's Tom Grossi and all the big guys, but I'll look to try to break through there a little bit, see how that goes. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be, actually a good call there by the umpire. Ball 3, so maybe that foul ball off the mask straightened him out. It's a song. It's a song? Oh. Are you talking about Escovedo or the moon pie? Because I'm pretty sure moon pie is a snack. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not cultured. That's going to be fouled back. You probably can tell. Not cultured at all. I don't keep up to date with pretty much anything. I listen to the same songs over and over again. Rarely add to the Spotify playlist. I keep up with football and some baseball, as this one is going to be hit to shallow right, but I think the second baseman is going to grab it. I'm not too sure. That's going to be Jordan Lawler at second. So another quick inning as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Your score, Diamondbacks 1, Pirates 0. All right, let's see. I missed some comments here. My bad, guys. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Me and my RC. That's a good enough for me. Moon pie, chocolate or vanilla. Don't say. Vanilla. Actually, I like vanilla. I'm a bit more unorthodox. I'm here in California, huge Sin City Raider fan. Okay. Fond of the Dodgers and A's. Kind of didn't like the way people wore baseball stuff out here and didn't know a darn thing about it. About the game. Okay. I guess I can see that California is kind of a little crazy. RC Cola and a Moon Pie is a song. Oh. Okay. I've never heard of that. Well, that's cool. Well, no, I'm not a fan of RC Cola, though. I know that's not what you're saying. You ask about the game while they have a jersey or a hat on, and they look at you like they've never heard of the Dodgers before. Oh, really? So they just wear jerseys because it's in. That's crazy. I don't know. That's kind of wild to me. Well, sorry about the Raiders, by the way. I don't know. I feel like the NFL is much better when the Raiders are better. I have yet to really be alive for that. I was born in 96, so while I wasn't really watching football, they were still good. With Rich Gannon and Jerry Rice, Tim Brown went to the Super Bowl in 2002. But since then, since the Tuck rule, it's been rough. That is pretty wild, though. Exactly, it's hip. It's what the kids are doing. Yeah, I don't know. I would wear something if I had no idea what it was about. You clearly see that I know not much about, anything. But, when it comes to Pirates, yeah, obviously I know a good bit about the Pirates, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Big football fan. Feel I can go toe-to-toe with anyone as far as NFL knowledge or, history. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be swung on a missed strike, too. This is Pavin Smith at the plate, by the way. 0 for 1, batting .299, OPS of 887. 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. Didn't the Raiders have a punter named Ray? Yeah, this guy. Ray guy. This guy. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be just outside. Ball 1. That was a strike call earlier, so he's definitely that zone's becoming more accurate. Here's the 1-2. That's low for ball 2. Yeah, that was a good one, Trisk. I actually like that one. That was good. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a chopper to first. Tosses to Burrows and gets the out for out number 1. Man, I don't mind the Steelers throughout my childhood. They've been the team to watch, and those are the good times to reminisce on, but you won't catch me wearing any other NFL. Yeah, no, you won't see me in a Raiders uniform. Or, I hate the Cowboys and all the other AFC North teams. Oh, Ray Guy was from Southern Miss? That's cool. I don't know. I wish the Raiders would go back to Oakland myself. I just feel like money's ruining a game as that one's going to be outside ball one. Moreno is 0 for 1, batting .275, OPS of 743. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I do feel the Raiders will be a tad bit better, maybe pushing or give or take 500. I could see that. I think that's their ceiling this year. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be fouled back. I mean, Geno Smith's not going to be too bad. Should be better than what you guys have had. I don't know if he really moves the needle much. I mean, Jenny, hey, that was a great pick. Do you guys have an O-line, I guess? I don't really know too much about the Raiders as far as, like, the ins and outs of them. As this one's going to be sent to center field, and that's going to get down at the warning track. Canario gets it. He's going to throw it in, and he's going for third, and he's going to slide in there with a triple. So Moreno already in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, just went into that deep right corner. Canario did a good job getting to it and throwing it in. Nothing was wrong, just Moreno. I think he knew it was 3 the whole way. That's going to bring up Thomas. I'm sorry, you guys are going fast. I'm not complaining, of course. First off, here is the first pitch to Thomas. That's going to be in there, called strike. Yeah, I'll keep it G-rated. Oh, no, you're good, man. Like, I just don't cuss. I mean, you can swear. I mean, I'm around people that swear all the time. I just might not repeat what you say. Doctor, how do you feel about Benny Snell? He wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. 2019, I didn't think he was bad at all. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside ball one. 2020, I know he started off the year. He had that 100-yard game against the Giants, and we never heard of him again. I don't know what happened. He was just slow. Hoping to see a game in Vegas this year. I try to go for LA when they play the Chargers. That's going to be inside ball one. But that's during Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm not going to get trapped with that traffic. Yeah. Hey, man, that's 3 of my comments skipped. What is going on? Skippity. Did I skip your account? I read your comments. What are you talking about? I read the Ray Guy thing. I liked it. What are you talking about? That's going to be in there, strike one. Almost got his jersey. That Ray dude ended up with Alzado and Stabler, obviously. Absolutely would dig a Casper. The Ghost. The Ghost to the post. I'm sorry if I missed comments. I'm not actually, I mean, I guess I got to, if you guys are going to be talking, which I appreciate it, makes the night go by faster, more entertaining. As the infield is in for this 2-2 count. Burrows delivers. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. I'm going to have to step up my game. I don't mind it, of course. It definitely helps. 3-2 count. Runner on third. Bottom of the fourth. I don't know. I feel bad. Like, Al Davis, obviously, he was very passionate about the Raiders, and obviously with his old age, he kind of went a little crazy with the ownership and his moves, as this one's going to be hit, and that's going to get into the outfield for a base hit, and that will knock in Moreno. So the Diamondbacks now lead 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Raiders, I'd like to see them back in Oakland, and then I don't know. They just need that Raiders mentality back. It's not. I don't know. I don't think of the Raiders as a tough team, or they're gonna bully you. They're just the Raiders. They're just. I don't know. I'd like to see that back. Here's Lawler, and that's gonna be high for ball one. I do miss the Big Ben, Manning Bros, and Breeze days. And as much as it sort of hurts, I miss Brady too. Yeah, well, that's my childhood right there. I definitely miss that era. We got a throw over and not in time. Yeah, Rodgers is the last one, and he's still not on a team. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I'm getting annoyed with Rodgers at this point. I thought he was for sure a Steeler. But yeah, no, I missed that generation. I think that generation's way better than this generation. That kid's not even close. That's going to be high for a ball 2. Yeah, Big Ben, he definitely very much underrated and overhated as far as football conversations go, and that's going to be in their strike one, barring all the personal stuff, of course. Just strictly football. They I don't know. I just don't like when they say this guy was a bum. It's like they were just watching the last year or two of this guy. Like, no, that guy was great. All right, 2-1. See, guys, he's holding us hostage. He is. I don't know what he's doing. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. I think he's still trying to go to Minnesota. That's the rumor. I mean, Minnesota would be much better for him. I will come back when the Pirates score a few, although the final score will leave the Pirates wanting. I probably won't see it then because the Pirates probably aren't going to score. Here is the 3-1 to Lawler. That's going to be popped up, but foul. Not at all. When they had Pierce's coach, he preached and preached about being the AFC West bullies, and I saw it in person week 1 in 23, and that was a bunch of bull. Rolled over and let him have it. His size and play extending capability is unseen nowadays. Ben could move, man. I mean, Allen is probably a little bit faster version of Ben, though Allen I don't think is as clutch as Ben. Ben was clutch, and I don't think that is very much an underrated facet of his game. That's going to be inside ball 4, so he walks Lawler. I mean, Ben has the second most fourth quarter comebacks in NFL history. I mean, he was just clutch. He just never felt like you're out of the game with Ben. So runners on first and second for the Diamondbacks, and that's going to bring up Corbin Carroll. Looks like the Pirates, one of the coaches there is going to phone the bullpen. Carroll's .262 batting average, .902 OPS, 16 home runs, 35 RBIs. And he opened up the scoring in the first inning. Burrow sets and delivers. That's going to be a chopped behind him, actually foul. How do you see the Raiders getting to 500? Not going to beat the Chiefs, Broncos, maybe split with the Chargers, but Chargers will be better this year. Well, I personally don't have them at 500. I'm looking at my predictions now. I think their ceiling is 500. I think they're in that March for Arch category, personally. Defense was heavenly, easily the most cinematic part. The Steelers' defense, yeah. Throw over. Oh, and it gets away, but luckily not too far into the outfield. Greg Brown is he can hear his displeasure. I mean, this guy's been calling Pirates games for 30 years. At some point, you got to go insane. He probably is insane. If I met him in real life, probably would. I probably wouldn't like the guy because he's probably crazy. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch to Carroll, and that's going to be fouled back. The thing about those defenses, and it's even in the Cowher era, and I ripped Tomlin for it. Though that defense would choke in the playoffs, man. It was just. I mean, it is very rare that Steelers defense that was so elite in the regular season would hold that team in the playoffs to under 20 points. Like, you're forcing Ben then to start. He has to start extending, start throwing it more downfield, which is going to lead to more picks. And, that's just how it works. Now, I understand Ben didn't play great the last few years, but, that Jaguars game, people think of 5 interceptions. No, that was in the regular season. He played terrible that game. And in that game, yeah, he did have 2 turnovers, but he also led the offense to 42 points. He also threw 500 yards. The guy was doing everything he could, and the Tomlin defense allowed 45 points to the Jaguars and Blake Bortles. And again, even Cowher still struggled. It's been that way for a while. It's a fake good defense. It was good. When they were good, it was good. But when they were bad, you might as well have just had a regular Detroit Lions or Browns defense from that era in the 2000s out there because they weren't stopping anyone. Anyway, 0-2 count. Sorry. Runners on first and second here for Carroll. I am calling the game. I promise. I'm focused. I'm ranting, thinking about my childhood and the anger I'd feel. Here's the 0-2. That's outside ball one, especially when Brady. Riley Moss about to lock him up. No disrespect. Hey, yeah, Riley Moss. He's corner, the number 2 corner, number 3 corner, I think, for the Broncos. Chargers are always better this year. They've been better this year for 60 years. Tell you what, that's actually a good point by Joseph. That's fair. Not to disagree with Nick, because I do agree with Nick. I don't have the Raiders high, and I do think the Chargers will make the playoffs. But you hear that every year with the Chargers. Oh, this is the year. They're just last year injuries. This year it's the year. They never, even with Phillip Rivers. I mean, Phillip Rivers, it goes back probably much farther than that. I mean, you said 60 years. I obviously wasn't alive for that long. As this is going to be chopped to Burrow. So no, he mishandles it. Throws to first. Not in time. And the bases are now loaded. A slow tapper. Burrows couldn't quite get the glove on it. Turns around and Carroll's fast, and he took advantage of the mistake, and that may be an error. I think that is. They're going to rule it an error. Just a little chopper. Burrows misjudges it. Can't find it. Throws to first, and Carroll's safe at first. But I guess my thing with Joseph with the Chargers, I like Jim Harbaugh. I think he's a pretty solid coach. I think he got a lot out of that team last year, and I just think that'll continue. Wouldn't surprise me though if they didn't, because again, you're right. The Chargers, they're always right there every year, are always just so close, and yet they always leave you like, next year's the year then. So it looks like we have a pitching change here as Burrows is going to exit here in the bottom of the 4th, and it looks like it'll be Carson Wentz's brother, just kidding, Joey Wentz, to pitch the rest of the 4th and possibly into the 5th and 6th. Oh, no, I wasn't alive that long that either, but the empty hands don't lie. Yeah. True, but now they have a great coach, which they haven't had since Marty. Well, yeah, Nick, that's why I think it's different with the Chargers. But, I mean, so far, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't want to give away everything. I'm trying to encourage you guys to watch that video whenever I do record it. I do have the Chargers going to the playoffs. I do have them doing that. Was Jim Harbaugh a good QB? You know what? I watched one Jim Harbaugh game, which wasn't live, obviously. It was on NFL Throwback, and it was him versus Dan Marino. And I felt like Jim Harbaugh was the better QB that day. That guy earned the name Captain Comeback. Like, he led some drives that were like, or wasn't Dan Marino, it was Peyton Manning. I'm sorry. No, it was Dan Marino. It was with him with the Colts. That's right. I'm telling you, that was some incredible stuff. I mean, you look at these statistics, and you're like, well, that's terrible. But I don't know. It's just a different era. I'm sure the older guys will know that, not the younger generation. But now, strictly for the Chargers, no, I would say probably not. Just looking at the statistics. But again, looking at the statistics in this era, considering what I saw in that game, I mean, he looked like he outplayed Dan Marino. That was amazing to see. Like, quarterback play is just so precise back then. They couldn't rely on their mobility, so they had to use their passing ability. And I'm like, holy crap! And again, you can take the heads off of, well, maybe not necessarily that, but in the 90s, but it was still pretty physical, much more physical than it was today. You can jam them up to 5 yards. Bases loaded here for Perdomo. That's going to be high ball 1. But I would say no, not for the Chargers, but he was not too bad. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts, 296 batting average, OPS of 857. Wentz delivers the 1-0. Inside ball 2. Still couldn't do it with Marty. Yeah, it kind of was a joke. Katie missed it and gave it to Brady. Yeah, Chargers. Living in San Diego during that time was a fun time. I need Marcus Mariota to go back in time and have a better career. Yeah, that him and Jameis, that didn't go according to plan. As that one's going to be ripped into the triple deck, but that one is foul. Marcus Mariota and Jameis, not exactly the best quarterbacks. I know Jameis is kind of a meme now. 2-1 count. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the fourth. D-backs up 2-0. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be hit, and that's going to get down. A little flare. 1 run will score. Reynolds throws home, and it gets away from Bart, so another run will score. Perdomo with the 2 RBI single makes the game 4-0. Yay or nay on Shador? I am a nay guy, but, I don't know. I mean, he could be okay. The media really hurt him, honestly. When I think about it, Dion kind of ruined Shador. I mean, obviously, Dion thinks highly of Shador. Dion raised Shador, and he was his coach in high school, so he probably didn't allow, Shador was the guy, he was the stuff, and usually if that happens in high school, you move on to college, and the dad won't follow you, and you'll get properly coached and all that. Well, he didn't. That's inside ball 1. His dad was still the coach. So his dad still kept pretty much, essentially, I see Shador as like high school level maturity in the NFL, and it's I really blame Dion. Dion didn't do a good job there. So that's going to be hit. That's going to get past IKF, and that's going to score another run, as it's now 5-0 Diamondbacks. I feel Cleveland is in for the humongous PR nightmare when they decide on what. Yeah, no, it is 100%. 100%. Cleveland is a joke, and they asked for it. I mean, I really thought, after the first round, I'm like, okay, well, he's probably going to go the second round. After day 2, I'm like, this guy's not going to get drafted. And obviously, there's the rumor that Haslam interfered, and, obviously Haslam is such a great owner, so he knows what he's talking about. He's an idiot. Everything Cleveland gets, they deserve. He's a moron. And I'm fine with that, obviously, as a Steelers fan. That 7-2 is looking promising. Oh, well, I don't know. It might be, I think I originally, as a joke, said 13-0, as that's in their strike 1. It's almost like a LeVar Ball and Lonzo type feel, but Lonzo is not a great player. He won the Summer League MVP. Lonzo was okay. Yeah, he just, again, LeVar just talked too much, which the younger kids, whenever LeVar kind of backed off a little bit, the other kids can kind of focus, and that's going to get through. Another run's going to score as he's rounding third, heading for home. If you're a Pirates fan, well, I don't want you to go away, but I'd understand it, as it's now 6-0. Noah Sanders McCarron was a better QB than Winston, but never got a chance in the NFL. A.J. McCarron, he was okay. Man, I know he started a playoff game and almost did come back and beat the Steelers, which I blame that more on Perfect for freaking injuring Ben. Oh my gosh, I hate Perfect. There's probably not one player I hate more than him. I don't really hate anybody, actually, but him, he's a piece of crap. 0-1 count to Suarez. Runners on first and second. Perfect literally injures Ben, his shoulder, hits him, helmet in the shoulder, whatever. I'm not really, it's not the problem. But then he lays on top of him, like driving his helmet into the shoulder and trying to rip the ball out. Obviously, the play is already done. So Ben had to leave, and then obviously he changed Antonio Brown's life forever. Freaking later that game. He's a piece of crap. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Suarez. Suarez sends this to center. Canario is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. And actually, the year prior, people probably forget about this, he literally rolled up Le'Veon Bell's leg, so Le'Veon was done for the playoffs. He couldn't play. For sure, the youngest one is pretty good. The middle child might have been all right if he wasn't shoplifting. Yeah, that guy. Good old Perfect. NFL was on his case when he was in the Raiders. I can't. Perfect, man, he's such a terrible I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Here's the first pitch to Pavin Smith. That's high for ball one. Smith is 0 for 2, batting .296, OPS of 880. Yeah, no, perfect. Perfect. If he played in the 70s and 80s, Al Davis would have loved the guy. He would have fit in probably with the Raiders. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there, strike one. Probably fits in with the Steelers, too. I mean, Joe Green wasn't exactly a saint either. But he is one of the greatest to play. Is Deion Sanders a good coach? I don't know. It's a tough one. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. I think I would say yes. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he changed Colorado around, but I don't know if that's really his coaching or just him, like him himself being Deion. So I don't know. I'd like to see. I don't know. Here's the 1-2. That swung on a miss. So the Pirates finally get out of the inning as the Diamondbacks are up 6-0. I feel like that inning lasted forever. We head to the top of the fifth. Diamondbacks up 6-0. Your friend hates AB, and I don't know who would hate AB. I know he's probably an idiot, but I don't think AB did anything wrong to him. I don't know. I can't really look up anything about Deion. Deion's tough, man. It's a tough one because, yeah, he did turn around Colorado essentially. But, again, the media hypes him up way too much. I don't know. One time the Raiders get the thumbs up for Hard Knocks. It's just the AB show. Frozen feet. Yeah. Oh, man, that was something. John Gruden. I feel bad for John. That was tough. I don't know. As far as, I don't know. Deion, that's a tough question. I don't know if it's him or if it's just his personality getting all these, great coaches to come help him. And then the great players, I want to learn from Deion. So, I don't know. I'd like to think, a great coach can turn a bad team into a good team. But, like had Deion inherited that Colorado team as is, obviously I don't think I don't know. Like if he kept that team for the following year, they're probably still like 1-11 or maybe 2-10. I don't know. He's a Texans fan. I don't know. What did AB do to the Texans? I don't know. I can't figure that one out, Draven. You'd have to. I don't know. I can't figure that one at all. I don't know what AB did to the Texans. I mean, AB was pound for pound the greatest receiver I've seen. Do you like the nickname Chucky for Gruden? Yes. Yes, I do. I think it's well-deserved. John deserved better. I don't know how you put the microscope on the Redskins and then pull John out of the hat. And 100% he got screwed over. That's going to be in there, strike one. Just the whole NFL that year, man. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. 2020, 2021 is what was happening. It was so bad as this one's going to be hit foul. Brian Hayes is up. He's 0 for 1, batting .228, OPS of 565. Honestly, I thought Tomlin was going to offer Gruden a job because they have connection, obviously. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there. Strike three. Strike three called. You can see the excitement in my face because, I don't know. It's just, I'm probably going to suspend the Pirates for a little bit after today. As Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is going to come up batting .286, OPS of 689. Was Gruden a better coach for the Raiders or the Bucks? Well, he won the Super Bowl with the Bucks. I think we were 5-1 when I had. I don't know about 5-1, but I know you guys were you guys were above 500. I think. 0-1 count. That one's going to be fouled back. Let me actually look that up. John Gruden. I want to say, because you win the ring, you win the Super Bowl with. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have coaches on here too. I don't know why it's. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball one. Wins the ring. Built up the Raiders. Then he's traded. Wins the ring. And then I guess it's downhill from there. 3-2. You guys are 3-2. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped to short. Throws to first and gets him by a step for out number 2. Gruden. Yeah, Gruden's, I don't know. I mean, consistency, I'd say, with Oakland. But his high was Tampa Bay. That's a good question. I don't know. You got to go with the ring, I guess. But, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a good question, Sean. I don't know. That's close. That's a coin flip. All right, Cruz is at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Raiders, Tony Dungy built that Tampa team. Yeah, he did. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. But then you could argue that, he finished the job. Super Bowl against the Raiders in San Diego. I was there for that one, too. Was too young to remember at the time, but I remember all the festivities. So that's cool. I don't think I'll ever get to go to a Super Bowl, unfortunately, with how prices are now. Here is the 2-0. That's going to be in there, called strike. I also don't want to go to a game that's, closed. And most Super Bowls now are all in domes, and I like outside, man. Outside is the way to do it. Can't wait for the Ravens and Steelers game. I don't know. I think I can. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be in there, called strike. I think Lamar's figured out the Steelers, man. The last 2 starts, him and Henry have, yeah. I don't think we're splitting with the Ravens anymore. I think it's over. Lamar's probably going to own us until we get an offense or he starts slowing down. Here is the 2-2 to Cruz. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So the Pirates, so far in this series, have scored as many runs as I have sitting in this chair as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Diamondbacks up 6-0. Let's see. My bad. You guys, who was more valuable for Tampa back then? Warren Sapp or Warwick Dunn? Got to go with Sapp. Sapp, yeah. Dunn was really good, though. I use Dunn all the time on NFL Street. NFL Street, Dunn was freaking goated. Same with Michael Vick. It's like Shearts. What's his name? Jimmy Johnson. Well, again, with the thing, the argument could be made, and I can get that argument, is that Tony Dungy couldn't win with Tampa Bay. And then Gruden was able to take that team to the next level. What's his freaking name? Guy after Jimmy. I literally thought of him earlier. Switzer. Yeah, Barry Switzer. Yeah, that guy was a bum. Doctor, I was so mad when the Bears drafted Troy Taylor in the 3rd. I'm assuming Iowa, and I'm very sorry about that. True. Kudos to the Raiders for keeping the real grass in football. Yeah, I'm going to miss seeing the baseball field, man. Oh, man, that was so iconic. Oh, man, I just hate how it's all about money now, and they build these new stadiums not for football purposes. I get in arguments all the time online when I say, when they just do dome or, open. And I'm always open, and then these guys well, they need to host other things for money. I'm like, I don't care. As a football fan, why do I care about Taylor Swift coming to Heinz Field or, all these other places? Why? Who cares? I'm a football fan. I want to watch football. I don't know. I understand they need their money, but they're literally just costing everything. They're costing us real fans. They're just making us go away, apparently. They don't want us. San Francisco New Stadium was supposed to be closed, but because they're vicinity to the airports, it was going to be too tall. Interesting. Well, I'm glad. San Francisco has a nice stadium. Switzer. Oh, you're good. Why would San Francisco be closed? That's absurd. That is absurd, honestly. I mean, I would imagine they'd be outside. Baseball field was great times. Great weather for what? Great weather for what? I don't know. I just like weather games, I just like seeing, I don't know. I just don't like closing the roof. So we have a defensive substitution. Looks like Bart is done. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's hurt Or maybe he's just rage quitting, which I mean, can you really blame him at this point? So Henry Davis is now going to be the catcher as Wentz is going to dig into. Well, Moreno's digging in as he faces Wentz. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for strike one. Snow games are amazing, man. They are. I just miss seeing games in the rain all the time. Now it's like rare. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be down low, ball one. Believe it or not, like when I played Madden just a few years ago, like all these domes, I would literally always pick a team that was outside. If I were the home team, picking a team that's outside. I mean, I know it's crazy. I don't know. I just like, even in a video game, I prefer outside. That's going to be popped up. Canario is under it and makes the catch for out number one. And even when I'm watching a game on TV, I just prefer watching a game outdoors. And that's part of the reason why I've like moved to the college game a lot more last few years. Because like it's rare when it's a dome. And it's cool when like Syracuse. Like it's neat when it's like one of the few colleges to do it. But yeah, if everyone's doing it, like, okay, there's nothing special about it. Here's the first pitch to Thomas. That's going to be in there, strike one. I just think they're just trying to make everything fair. But that's kind of society nowadays, I guess. But I'm not going to go too much into that. Did I like John Madden as an announcer? Yes, very. He's probably the best color guy of all time. 1-1 count. Very energetic, kind of simplified it for you. And, he loved doing one of the first people to do like the yellow line and draw it on the screen. That's going to be in there, strike two. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of, I don't know, Jim. Patrick Mahomes looks a little Patrick Mahomey there. Or, here's a guy that looks like Patrick Mahomes. I'm sick and tired of the garbage that we hear now. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be in there, strike three. Yeah, it was a terrible impersonation of Tony Romo and what's his name? Collinsworth. That was the game where Leckler threw his only passing touchdown, a fake field goal, to Kevin Boss. Unfortunately, that was the same game. Jason Campbell. Ooh, Jason Campbell, yeah. Redskins, Raiders. Every game I've been to, a new QB. That is tough. Turducken, yeah. Without a little Mahomey. Ugh, yeah. Just tired of it. That's going to be outside ball one. Turducken. Yeah, it's a cool idea. I've never had a turducken. Would love to have one. That's going to be chopped to third. Hayes throws to first. So what is that? Look at that, a rare 1-2-3 inning as we head to the top of the sixth. Diamondbacks up 6-0. Romo and Stafford are so much better than Ben. Thank you. Thank you, Draven. I know you're trolling. Appreciate the troll attempt, but unfortunately, I know you. Not IRL, but, know you through the chat. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't want to, think negatively about the NFL, but now I am. We're just talking about stuff that's like, things just used to be so much better, and might be a little bit of the nostalgia, but, sincerely, it's literally, you cannot argue that it's better now. You can look at the stats. Oh, they're way better. Well, look at all the rule changes. Look at the fact that the players don't do two-a-days anymore. So you can see, why are the receivers dropping all these passes with gloves in their hands? Why are they running the wrong routes? Why are quarterbacks and pretty much the entire NFL slow out of the gate in September? Because of lack of coaching. No, Joseph, Draven's trolling. Draven is 100% trolling. Draven's a Steelers fan. He likes Ben. Have a good stream. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by, Draven. You have a good one, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Collinsworth takes a lot of criticism, but I like him. I liked him until the Mahomes stuff. It's got to chill out. And I like Romo until the Mahomes stuff. Romo I thought was great. I was like, okay. This guy is probably that next going to bring that next generation of great, color, but just turned into a mess with this Mahomes stuff. I'm sick and tired of it. Just chill out. With Mahomes is not God. And I'm sure we all know that. But they act like he is. Josh Allen's great. They'll anything Allen does, the little Mahomie right there. Come on. Here's the first pitch to Reynolds. That's going to be low for ball one. Anything anyone does, you can compare it to Mahomes. Despite Rodgers probably being, just as good of a passer in his prime. And Stafford, not a Stafford fan by any means, but he had arm talent. He would make some crazy throws as that's going to be outside ball two. The arm talent has always been there. Just for some reason, I don't know, they kind of turned me against Mahomes. I loved Mahomes coming out of college. I saw the Texas Tech Oklahoma game live, and that was just awesome. That's going to be in there, strike one to Reynolds. He's the only Pirate to get on every single time tonight. One of two Pirates with a hit, 2 for 2. I feel like what you said. I feel like nostalgia really kind of takes a toll. So that's going to be inside ball 3. The state of the internet is approaching the mid-2010s. Since the golden era. That's kind of puts things into perspective. Here is the 3-1 to Reynolds. That's going to be ball 4. So Reynolds continues that perfect streak as he walks 2 for 2 with the walk now. Really solid for Reynolds as he's approaching June again. His OPS in June is a 981. Pardon me. Romo's awesome. Shows he's smart, but he's not your conventional sports analyst dude. Yeah, no, I feel the same. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Romo's great, and I liked him initially. It's just there's just way too much Mahomes stuff. Cut that out. You can leave it if you're not watching the Chiefs. But then again, now that I'm thinking about it, to be fair, here's the 0-1 count to Horowitz. Well, I thought he was about to pitch. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, strike 2. John Madden would bring up Brett Favre as well. So, I don't know. I just thought of that just now. So, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It's just got to chill out sometimes, man. Just 0-2 count. And that's going to be ripped. And that is just foul. Yeah, I like Collinsworth too, especially with Al Michaels. But again, just too much Mahomie. What's your protocol for switching over to a closer game like the Padres, who are tied at 6? A closer game. What do you mean? That's going to be hit to second, and he drops it. Wow. He intentionally dropped it, so try to get Reynolds at second, but looks like they're waving it off for the infield fly rule or something. I don't know. But Reynolds is still. That's crazy. I'm trying to. I'm sorry. Trying to remember, what do you mean, Sean, about the closer game? Maybe the Padres are trying to 6. Oh, switching this stream to a closer game. I don't know here. Henry Davis hits this one to deep left center field. And, oh my gosh, he just hit a home run. Clear the deck, cannonball coming. The most random home run right here. 6-2 is your score now with the Pirates. Finally scoring their first runs of the series thanks to Henry Davis. So just like that, look at that. It's now a 1-score game technically. You're right. I remember Madden saying Favre could throw a football 110 miles per hour. I just can't believe it. Yeah, no. Madden would kind of get a little crazy with Favre. Pirates losing bigly. On a side note, I just read the 80s gymnast Mary Lou Retton was arrested for DUI in West Virginia last week. Interesting. I have no idea who that is. 1-0 count to Canario. So the Pirates, well, I'd have to think about that in the future, Sean. as far as switching games, as that one's going to be popped up. Because, I mean, I do have, at the moment, I have 11, which, again, thank you, everyone, for stopping by. It means a lot. So if I have that many people, I probably wouldn't, unless I had, like, everyone say yeah, because you tuned in for, I mean, I'd love to think you tuned in for me, but again, you're here for the Pirates and Diamondbacks. I wouldn't want to do that to the fans. That's going to be chopped foul. So unless I had, like, a vast majority, like probably a 90%, I probably would just stick it out with the game. Country roads can take her. Told you the Pirates would score, but they will come up wanting. Yeah, you are. 1-2 count to Canario. It's the Pirates. Put some runs on the board. That swung on a missed. He struck him out. Canario had been pretty solid lately, but I don't know, not looking too great at the plate tonight. 2 strikeouts that were just way out of the zone. And that's going to bring up Adam Frazier. He's batting .256, OPS of .664. Yeah. I mean, if I had vast majority of people say, yeah, no, it's cool, man. The Pirates are there. It's a blowout. Then I would probably switch over. As that's going to be, looks like Frazier's just going to take first base as he's hitting the foot. So Frazier's just going to take the free pass, and that's going to bring up Tommy Pham. May have been intentional there as you're facing Tommy Pham, who's not been that great. Now for football, I will say it's probably going to be a little different because I feel like it's going to be just more football fans in general. But I could be wrong. Again, I'll just have to play it by ear. Play it by ear. That's probably what I'll just do. Here's the first pitch to Pham, and that's going to be fouled back. You think Skeens is a Pirate next year? Oh, we've talked about this a lot in this chat. Feel like his dominance against LAD was kind of an application and cover letter. Maybe help me, SOS. Well, I know he's a very competitive guy, and I definitely would imagine he's not happy with the team as that's outside for a ball. Ball 1. Pirates fans think he's gonna get traded soon. Probably not this year, but as we get closer to the arbitration years, yeah, I'd imagine so. Throwing over to first and not in time. I would hate it, but I'd understand it because, again, if Skeens wants out, I mean, how are you going to stop him? You're like, he's not going to pay you. He doesn't pay anybody. 1-1 count here to Pham. That's going to be a chopper to third. Suarez, one hands it, throws to first, not in time. Suarez with a nice grab, bare hands it, throws it to first, not in time. So we have runners on first and second with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes with the chance to kind of inch a little closer to the Diamondbacks here. 2-6 is your score. Who's a better Pirates outfielder? Andy Van Slyke or Al Martin? Trisk, if you're still here, I think we got a question for you. I'll, of course, look it up shortly. As Hayes has runners on first and second. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the Supreme Chat. Yeah, it was too tall and handsome to fly fighter planes for the Air Force. So I guess I'll throw this 104. I mean, Skeens is very gifted with the baseball. Yeah. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball. Oh, it hits Burns. Oh, man. A diving play as he tosses to second for out number 3. Unfortunate. Lawler making a great play, reading the hits the mound. I thought it hit Burns, but no, it just took a Diamondbacks bounce. So the Pirates unable to add there. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, your score 6-2. I'm going to have to see Andy Van Slyke or Al Martin. Let's see. What do we got here? Got another Sean question brought to you by Dr. Delay because I have no sponsors. Andy Van Slyke. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps the channel out a lot. As you can probably look at my subscriber count, not that big. So definitely every single one helps. I do appreciate you guys. It's a very active chat tonight, and it makes it fun. It really does. makes the Pirates' losses a lot more manageable. Of course, I don't do just Pirates games. I do other games as well. So if you're a Diamondbacks fan, well, you may have seen Nick's name in the chat. Because of him, I do a lot of Diamondbacks games. So, I don't shy away from more Diamondbacks. They're an exciting team to watch. I'm going to lean towards Van Slyke. That's just strictly off stats. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that one doesn't look like it's close, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, that's going to be Van Slyke. Van Slyke, final answer. So I'll reset the chat here. Baseball, I feel, has more weight for its size. Football gets influenced by air. Yeah, I don't think he gets. Brett Favre could not throw a football 102 miles. Matthew Ackerman, shout out, a local guy. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the chat, though. That's what the big channels don't have. A lot of this just gets lost in the static. Yeah. I'd imagine that's going to be outside ball one. Again, I try to read every comment. I imagine, though, if you guys just keep... If there's a bunch of people in here, yeah, it would be pretty tough. Plus, all these Californians don't watch baseball. They just wear the merch because the letters are pretty. Yeah. That is unfortunate. That's going to be a called strike. Batting averages. All right, I got you, Sean. Batting average for this was Van Slyke as a Pirate, 283. 1-1 count to Carroll. That's going to be outside ball 2. And Al Martin. 283 for Van Slyke as a Pirate, 280 for Al Martin. So Van Slyke also gets the advantage in batting average. Here's the 2-1. That swung on a miss, strike 2. Hello, Matthew. You skipped a bunch of my comments again. I'm reading your comments. Andy Van Slyke. I've read that, I thought. I swear, Trisk. I am sorry. It's not personal. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be fouled back. I swear I'm reading. A football is like a bullet. The spin of the ball makes it travel faster through the air, faster than a baseball. I wonder how fast Favre could throw a baseball, and Skeens will be out by 8-1. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I did miss. I'm sorry, Trisk. I guess I'm just not a good son. That's going to be high, ball 3. What's going on, Mr. Lay? Look like Ackerman and Trisk in the chat, talking to each other. Former coach and tennis player. I don't know. Well, I guess Mr. Lay was never a tennis coach for the hometown. Come on, Doctor, read the comments. I know I'm terrible, man. I feel like I am, but I guess I'm just missing a few, huh? And I guess I'm singling out Trisk because this one's going to be popped up. That one, don't think. Yeah, that's not going to stay in play. Davis runs to the net. Apparently, a fan just made a bare-handed catch, so he's going to be the hero of the night. Trisk is going to be upset. Yeah, thank you, Luis. Sounds good to me. I've got weekends off now. I'd be stunned if Favre could throw any ball at 90, let alone 110. Madden dropped it before you could say probably. Here's the 3-2, and Carroll pops it up. Davis going to the other side of the infield, but that one, or part of the right side. The other one was left side of the home plate. This one's the right side. That one's also fouled. I know. I'm the worst. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. And I do want to grow. I'm not going to lie. It'd be really cool to, be one of those, the bigger guys. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll ever get to, Rossi's level. As that swung on a miss, he struck him out. But, I don't know. This would be one of the things I would miss. Just having a connection, with, everybody that's consistent. That would be kind of sad. But I'm not there yet, so I'm going to enjoy this while it lasts. Not saying I ever would get there, actually. No guarantee. Here is Perdomo. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. But I will do my best. I'm going to remember you guys for sure. Let's see some Juju Smith-Schuster highlights. You can see yourself out, Matthew. I can send you, and I'll find a TikTok compilation of him dancing on logos. That's going to be in there called Strike. Market's too saturated. We need viewers in America. Oh, yeah. Your stream rocks now, Doc. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. Here's the 1-1. You got a bunt attempt. It's down. Wentz is going to throw to first and gets him by a step for out number 2. I try. I do appreciate it. Again, you guys, I mean, when you guys are active, especially tonight, you guys are just awesome tonight. Definitely keeps the energy high. I mean, if the Pirates, if they were down 10-0, you guys would definitely make it worth it. We are driving Cinemax to the Valley to pick up his car this Friday. What? What are you talking about, Cinemax? You're talking about my younger brother, which that makes no sense. I mean, I guess because he's the show. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Upstairs, ball one. My brother's nickname is Showtime. Yes, he gave himself that nickname. 1-0 count. Trisk is my dad. Yes, Trisk is my dad. He's been here since day one. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be swung on and missed. Strike one, yes. Trisk is my dad. Raised me to be a Steelers fan. And he raised me to be a Pirates fan, which that one I do not forgive him for. Like, why? Like, of all the teams, like like in '96 when I was born, I mean, the Pirates were clearly on their way down. You can kind of read the room, Trisk. Of course, the Phillies, I guess, weren't so great either. 1-1 count here. We got a little, I don't know what's going on, but something happened here. I think they're going to add a ball to it. I don't know if it's it's an automatic strike. The batter couldn't get back in the box, and now, so it looks like the Diamondbacks manager and the umpire is going to have a word with this because the batter didn't get back in the box, but I thought they were given time. I think he thought they were given time for Davis. Oh, sorry, guys. You guys, again, just crazy tonight. I appreciate it. Hold on one second. Here's the 1-2 to Gurriel. That's going to be hit. Just missed it. Fly ball to center. Canario makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 7th. Your score, Diamondbacks 6, Pirates 2. And I'll leave this up there for you guys. Pirating sites would work like they should. I wouldn't have come here. Curse is a blessing. Hey, well, I appreciate that. I hope to do a good job for quite some time. Hope you do make it big. I mean, that'd be cool. The Pirates teams all go together. I know. But it's just frustrating. Can't like one without the others. I mean, it's cool for the Maulers to change. Yeah, I know. Then they took them away after they made the UFL or USFL championship. Then they take them away because they merge. The Maulers were pretty cool. Dr. DeLay, we keep coming back here because you're good at what you do. Well, thank you, Luis. I don't need all these comments. That's too much. I appreciate it though. It's very nice. It's very nice. I try. I'm glad you guys like it. I try. And again, Luis, definitely doing one Pirates-Padres game this weekend. I know it's the Pirates, but hey, I'm definitely doing it because of the Padres. Because honestly, if the Pirates keep losing, I'm going to take another little break from the Pirates and try to get some of these other games. Like I haven't done a Mariners game in a while, Red Sox either. I think that's the game where I met you, Mariners Red Sox. And then there's I got a Cleveland fan today that subscribed, so that's pretty cool. I'll try to work in a Indians game. And what's the other team that I need to work in? Mariners, Indians, Red Sox. What's the other team? Padres, but I'm doing that this Friday, or probably not, I don't know if it's Friday, but one of the 3 days I'm doing it. I can't think. There's another team I got to work in as well, so I'll be trying. Trisk, what do you think of the Mets still paying Bobby Bonilla? There you go, Trisk. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Bobby Bonilla I need his agent. That's all I'm saying. It is great. He is the smartest baseball player in history. Yes, yay, he might be. That's going to be... Swing is checked. I guess he went because that ball is outside. It's saying called strike on here, so I don't know what the heck. That was way outside. 1-1 count here to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's 0 for 2, and that is a strike. 1-2 count. IKF batting .284, OPS of .684. Burns delivers. That's low for ball 2. All that racking his helmet was good stuff. I have no idea what you guys are talking about now. You guys are talking about before my time. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's high for ball 3. Again, shout out Matthew. I don't know Matthew if you're still here, but Matthew, I know him in real life, so it's always nice to get some support from people I've known over the years. So that one's going to be hit to right. Under it is Carroll and makes the catch for out number 1. And Matthew, yes, I am coming back to tennis, so I will be playing for the next few months. I'll be playing starting June, the second Tuesday of June, Tuesday nights. I won't be able to do a stream unless I get back in time, so it'll probably have to be a West Coast game. That's assuming, of course, I work that Tuesday, and that's going to be hit to foul. If I work that Tuesday, I'll be heading straight to tennis, which is from work would be like an hour and a half away. So I'd have to be booking it after work to there, and then I'll get home probably around like 9:30. So yeah, I don't know. I'd have to join like mid-game. I don't know if that's something that would be okay or not. Here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Checked his swing. Did not go. You remember Jose Chico Lind at second? Trisk remembers. Matthew, yes, I am coming back. I'll be playing tennis in Beaumont. 7-0 mixed. As I requested my rating to go down. That's going to be in there. Called strike. So now I'm now a 3-5. I'm really happy that I'm at 3-5. So now I'm going to dominate the 3-5s. If you guys don't know what that is, well, most of the ratings around here are 3-0, 3-5, 4-0, 4-5. Here's the pitch. That one is low in the dirt. Checked his swing, did not go. So I would say 3-0 would be like single A. 3-5 is double A. 4-0 is triple A. And then 4-5 is like the majors. I'm like a guy that's not good enough for triple A, but crushes double A. You know, I used to, in my prime, I was 4-5 when I was in high school. And I don't know that for certain. I just know I was really good. Ground ball to second, throws to first. And Cruz could have hustled there. Oh, that's frustrating. Gosh, dang it. He was jogging to the bag, and he was thrown out by a step. I'm sorry, that's just terrible. Yes, the doctor, who was better, Mark Lemke or him? Yeah, I was very underwhelmed here. Those long drives suck. Yeah, they do. But hey, you know, it's gonna get me more active. I shouldn't say keeps me active because I haven't been. I've just been on the diet. Yeah, Matthew. Oh, I'm still triggered at that comment. Oh man, so I asked this Matthew here posts on Instagram how he started losing weight, right? And then I comment, well, what did you do? And this guy is such a jerk. This is a fly ball to left, and that's actually going to get down. Reynolds, so the Gurriel was, I guess, jogging to it. So Reynolds is on second with a double, and Reynolds is heating up again. He crushes baseballs in June. We're almost in June, so he's just getting warmed up. OPS of 981 in June. I'm telling you. He sees it's June next week. He's like, I got to get ready, man. I've been slumping. 3 for 3 at the plate tonight with a walk, and that's going to bring up Horwitz. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think – I was serious. I'm fat too. But, yeah, no, this guy pretty much blows me off, makes me look like a fool. I thought about deleting the comment like, nah, I can't do that. And then, yeah, no. This guy blew me off. Clowns me in front of his entire Instagram. I'm glad you got the satisfaction, Matthew. I'm happy for you, bud. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm mad, though, that I'm mad. That's going to be right down the middle. Strike one to Horwitz. Reynolds has spirit. Oh, yeah, no. Reynolds, he's been the consistent Pirate for the last few years. Obviously in a huge slump, but maybe he's coming alive here as we enter June. That's going to be inside ball 2. I'm sorry if I missed comments. You guys, again, going so fast. I appreciate it. I do not recall Lynn having great batting stats, but he was very good in the field. He was not a gold glove either, I believe, because of other players. Yeah, no, I looked at the stats. Definitely not a good guy at the plate. That's going to be fouled, so 2-2 count. Let's see. Cubs at Sandberg. 5 commenters. He's one of the few who doesn't suck. Yeah. Sounds like Cruz has the same hustle as Machado. Yeah, I mean, he takes plays off, and I think that's Draven and I have talked. Draven had left. He has left already for the night, which, I mean, again, fine. You guys do what you want to do. It's your life, you know. I'm just here to provide some entertainment. But yeah, he takes plays off. He has the talent, but he literally will jog to the base sometimes, and he's got the speed. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Pirates unable to push across any there. So we head to the bottom of the 7th, 6-2. But there'll be times he's jogging in the outfield, like to the ball, and like it's like it'll lead to the base runner going from second to third and stuff like that. It's just very frustrating. All this talent, but he doesn't push himself. But again, it's probably the Pirates. If he's on the Dodgers, do you think the Dodgers are putting up with that crap? No, they're probably coaching it into, like, hey, you know, you're going to play like a Dodger. You're going to do a stupid dance on second whenever you hit a double, and you're going to hustle to every base and to every ball. Just calorie deficit and some tennis. Gym does wonders. Deuce is wild, darn. Yeah, well, I'm going to definitely I have this Fitbit, which I think it's very generous. I'm on the keto diet. I've dropped 20 pounds, so I'm down below to where I was when I got married. I married at 220-ish. I'm now 218. But I'm dropping the keto diet this Saturday as I've hit that plateau, which I know I got to exercise, which is why I'm doing tennis. But I want yummy food again, so we're just going to exercise and play and eat a little bit healthier as well. But I plan on doing keto again in August, just for like the first 2 weeks, because I mean, honestly, I'd recommend it if you guys ever want to lose some weight without necessarily having to like do all the extra cardio and all that. Just keto diet. It's good. It sucks for a little bit, but you'll get over it. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Deuce is wild, like Carrie used to say. Yeah, I say Deuce is wild sometimes too. I actually got that from my dad here, Trisk. Trisk is the one that introduced Deuces Wild, or all that stuff. Twos are wild, deuces wild, as we're going to see Naylor here, 2 for 3 with an RBI. 293 batting average, 806 OPS. Wentz is still out there trying to eat in some innings here, as that's going to be low for ball 1. Define keto. What's the rules? Pretty much you can't have all I've been drinking is water. Literally all I drink is bottled water, so I don't know what any flavoring is. And I pretty much I can eat all the meat I'd like. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit to center. Canario running at the track. Oh, and he makes a great catch. That is hustle. Canario playing center day. Honestly, if Cruz was out there, I don't know if he hustles to that ball. Naylor can't believe it. Canario just running full speed backwards and just making a play over his shoulder. That is a great play by Canario. That is fantastic. Jumping. Oh, my goodness. So 1 out here. No bread, no pasta. Yet the limit, pretty much your total carbs every day have to be below 30 grams. And it's very easy to get 30 grams of carbs. Extremely easy. So, yeah, no sugar, nothing like that. You can't have any. You can have, like, natural sugars, but, like, keep it, like, no sweets pretty much. Nothing like that. That's a swing and a miss for a strike. So, yeah, I've pretty much been eating a bunch of just meat and cheese. You can have eggs. Sugar-free Jell-O is kind of like my snack. pickles. You can't even have bananas or like, carrots. They have like starches you can't have. It's a little tough, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it. That's going to be found down the left side. It's all a calorie deficit. I just measure the food and then use my fitness pal. Eventually, you don't have to measure unless you're changing your calorie intake. I gotcha. I mean, yeah, I'm going to definitely be watching the calories. I will be drinking soda again. I missed my soda, but, I will be limiting that as that's going to be called strike 3 on a very favorable pitch. And Wentz actually goes back and does the fist, the shaking the fist at his infield. Again, the umpire tonight has been pretty bad, just like the Tigers-Giants one. I mean, it was pretty terrible earlier, not going to lie. That was honestly worse than this, but he's making a good case that he wants to beat him out for worst umpire of the day. Here's the first pitch to Smith, and Smith hits this a ton. Canario is on the run at the warning track and makes the catch for out number 3. Canario with great plays. Reynolds even smiling and giving him a high five. As we head to the top of the 8th, your score, Diamondbacks 6, Pirates 2. Again, folks, if you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me and the channel out a lot. That's the second time in 2 weeks he's been robbed of a homer. Well, it wasn't robbed of a homer. It was still, in play, but he made a great catch. It was a great play. Definitely would have been a double, possibly a triple. I didn't grow up either the Philly guys, so I thought Harry Carey started. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure. I'm sure Tris got it from somewhere. Soda's my huge issue. I can eat fine and not go crazy on meals, but I had to have my soda. I've gotten over it. Liquid death is my savior. How long till you notice gains? Me, I don't lift. You're probably talking to Matthew here. Matthew, you might have a question to you. But no, I literally am just trying to lose weight. I mean, I know I got over 240, but I didn't measure myself till after I started playing tennis a little bit a few years ago, and I was 240 then. I'm like, holy crap, I was probably heavier than 240. I graduated high school at 165. I played tennis, obviously, in high school and soccer or whatever, but yeah, now I'm down to 218, and I feel a lot better. I can think. It's actually crazy. I feel I can think a lot more clearly now. I really can. It's crazy what we're putting into our bodies now. So hopefully that's cleaned up one day with all that artificial crap. Gains or weight. Yeah, no, so 2 weeks in, I lost 14 pounds. These last 2 weeks, haven't lost as much. Only 6. So I would recommend give it a shot for 2 weeks. And then see what if you like what you see, I mean, obviously keep going. And they recommend, which again, I'm lazy and I had been busy lately, but I'm about to be a little bit more freer in the evenings because work isn't going to require them to be there in the evenings now after 2 or 3 weeks from now. That's why I'm doing tennis. But yeah, exercise, that's when you really lose the weight, is pushing through. And that's going to be hit to right center field. Davis, who homered earlier, is going to get on at least with a double, you'd imagine. So 2 swings for Davis. One of them's a home run. The other one is a double. So have a day, Henry Davis. Thank you, Bart, for, I don't know whatever happened to you, but Davis is swinging pretty well. If you like root beer, I hate root beer, actually. I like root beer floats, but I do not. And I will never drink a soda if it says diet or zero, Matthew, so you can leave that stuff to yourself. And I'm only going to be mean to you and Trisk because I know you IRL, okay? Leave that crap out of there. It's not good. That's going to be in there a called strike. Were you thirsty all the time? I know the whole carb thing kind of dehydrates. Yeah, well, I think it's a good thing, though, because, again, the water will, kind of clean you up. You'll have a lot more energy on the inside, as that's going to be outside or upstairs, ball 1. Harry Carey was awesome, too. I liked Bob Uecker, just a little bit outside. I gotcha. 1-1 counts. That's going to be outside, ball 2. I don't know if I've told this story to you guys. I know I just told it the other day, actually, because another friend brought up diet soda. I'm like, no, I don't want diet soda. But hold on. Here's the 2-1 to Canario. It's had a great game. On the outfield, I should say. That's one's going to be a call strike. Not a great game at the plate. He's been chasing outside a lot. But for a while there, my dad, Trisk, bought us these Diet Dr. Peppers. He took us off Dr. Pepper and got us Diet Dr. Pepper. And 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Did he go? Just held up. That was in the dirt again. Just very much swinging with 2 strikes. Anyway, trying to get us healthier. And he was trying to convince the whole family, well, me and I guess whoever drinks, who else? I guess Daniel. I don't know. That Diet Dr. It tastes, you can't notice the difference. You can't taste the difference. That thing tasted like pure acid. There was no flavor. 23 flavors? Yeah, no, there was 0. Well, actually, no, there was 1, and whatever it was, it's garbage. This guy tried to lie to me for a whole year or something like that. You know, obviously I didn't have a job at the time. I'm still in school, so I couldn't buy my own Dr. Pepper, so I had to suffer. That's a ground ball to short. That's going to get through. So Davis is going to move to third, and Canario is going to stay at first. So the Pirates might be cooking here a little bit. Only one time. Trisk, you're lying. You're lying in front of the in front of this entire chat. You're lying right now. You did that for like a whole year or 2. I'm not even kidding. It's more for you. Okay, my bad, Matthew. I'm sorry. Nah, man, you're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know. I guess here's the pitch to Frazier. That's going to be chopped foul. You know, you talk all the time about how your parents, my grandparents would do things to you as a kid, and you tell them, they're like, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. This is exactly what's happening right now. You just, I don't know, you're misremembering a reality, or we had a Mandela effect and you went to another world, or I went to another world, but that happened. That's going to be fouled back, strike 2. You're misremembering. You stopped after you realized it was bad. Trisk, the doctor, is calling it. No, he's wrong. Trisk is 100% wrong right now. This happened. Here's the 0-2. That's high, ball 1. Like, Denny, it tastes exactly the same. You can't taste the difference. No, you can taste the difference. It's terrible. And I would pretty much force myself to drink it because I just had to have a soda. I'm an idiot. But no, it was terrible. It was horrible. Here's the 1-2. That swung on and missed. He struck him out. Yeah, no. The Trisk is. You do jot lie. Yeah, you do. You said it twice. Now, chat. He's wrong. I'm just being honest, okay? And you can even ask him. Well, I mean, Trisk, how about your childhood experience with your parents? And then he'll tell him. And I've literally been there. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, exactly same thing. That'll probably happen with me one day if I have kids, Well, I probably will. But, geez, hopefully it doesn't. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. I'd like to think I'm going to remember everything, and I'm going to call it right down the middle. I'll be honest if I mess up. Trisk is full in the chat here. Just doesn't remember. 0-1 count. That's going to be low for ball 1. Runners on first and third. There is a baseball game here. I promise I'm calling the game. 1-1 count, 1 out. Pham, 1 for 3. Got his batting average actually above 200. It's the 1-1. That's a big swing and a miss. So he tried to bring in the entire dugout with that one. That's strike 2. 1-2 count. Show me the cans. These for bottles. Ah, yeah, you don't remember nothing. You got the 6-pack. You didn't buy cans. You don't like cans. 1-2 count. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Perdomo throws. Oh, he throws it away. Oh, no, he threw it to first. The cameraman was confused. Okay, so he's on at first. Runner on second. As Davis was able to score there. That's my bad, guys. I thought he threw it away. I was getting really excited. The camera kind of fooled me. But we do have a run scored. So it's now 6-3 as I see the Padres. If you can't show the can, it didn't happen. Yeah, okay. This was cans or bottles. They're bottles from many. The Padres are coming back against the Marlins. The Marlins got up to a 6-1 lead or something like that in the third. Here's the first pitch to Hayes as that's low for ball one. So the Pirates looking like they might be cooking here. Runners on first and second. Hayes is 0 for 3. 1 out here in the top of the 8th, down by 3. It's still a ball game. We still got a ball game. Here's the 1-0. That's checked his swing. Did not go 2-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me and the channel out a lot. Sean's very happy, showing some NL West pride. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be fouled back. 2-1 count. They need a morale boost. Yeah, they've been struggling a little bit lately, huh? Got some pitchers warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks as this one's going to be inside ball 3. Ginkel has definitely struggling here in this inning. Need some water, geez. If you can't produce the bottle, the drinking diet never. Okay. That's in the dirt. Did he go? Oh, my goodness. A ball in the dirt, but he couldn't hold up. Would have been ball 4 with IKF coming to the plate. Oh, yeah. Jeez. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. Draws the walk, and we may see a pitching change here as Ginkel has completely unraveled as he's going to get booed. Ginkel with a 9 ERA on the year. I guess they figured they were trying to get him some work because the Pirates are the Pirates. But no, he's showing that he'll have a 9 ERA with any team, including the Pirates. Matthew finds that funny. I'm glad you do, Matthew. Player of the game so far. Ooh. I mean, honestly, you still have to lean with the D-backs here. I mean, I'd love to. Oh, I don't know. I mean, Naylor's had some nice. Suarez made some good plays in the field. Naylor maybe. I mean, Carroll has the home run, but that. Perdomo's a really solid shortstop. Like, really good defensively. And then his one hit brought in 2 RBIs. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of decent players. I mean, Reynolds is perfect. Reynolds is 3 for 3 at the walk, but he's only come across the score once, of course. That's a good question. I don't know. Some options there. That's going to be inside for strike 1. That should have been ball 1. Deadpool for the Pirates. Triska saying Brian Reynolds. I mean, I would not be upset with that, of course. I mean, he's on the losing team. IKF, that's going to get past Suarez. 1 run's going to score. Gurriel still doesn't have it. He throws in now, and now that is a bases clearing double by IKF. This game is tied. And Ginkel thought the boos were bad earlier. They are loud and proud now, and Ginkel can't believe it. Just a few inches away from Suarez's glove would have been probably a hard double play. Definitely would have gotten the runner at first. But it is now 6-6. Bases. Pirates are 1 for 5 bases loaded. Will they get a run? They can get 3, Trisk, as Ginkel will exit in shame. Not going to copy Bob Costas, bringing up relatives that have passed away, but that was a pretty disgraceful performance by Ginkel as it opens up the Pirates to possibly take the lead in the top of the 8th. We do have a pitching change, so you're going to have to bear with me here. Obviously, not much can happen during commercials and all that. But, yeah, the Cruz is going to come up, and Reynolds also potentially coming up with just 1 out here in the that is 1 out, right? Yeah, 1 out in the top of the 8th. I'm sure Jaguar Gators got a tweet on it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, no, he does. No, he doesn't. I don't know. It's okay. But again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps the channel out, and I do appreciate you a lot. And again, if you are a football fan, I will be doing football once football season starts. That means preseason. So I mean, if you like college football as well, I'll be doing week 0, week 1, and so on. And then of course the NFL starting September 4th. But yeah, I'll be here July 31st doing the Hall of Fame game, and we'll go from there. Was that Ray Ginkle? Ray Ginkle. I'm not too sure who that was. Cruz just get a walk, and Deadpool can get those RBIs. See, Reynolds does have that nickname now, Deadpool. Yeah, I mean, Reynolds is, again, he's perfect on the night. It'd be great for him. I'd love to see his stats go up. Yeah, I don't know what his actual name is. Ginkle. Kevin Ginkle. Just, his ERA is going to be north of 9, definitely, after today. All right. Runner on second. Cruz is at the plate. He's 0 for 4, facing a lefty, though, as that's going to be in there, strike one. He's going to face the lefty Jalen Beeks, former Pirate, 3.04 ERA. So I'm going to switch here. Look at Beeks' stats. Here's the 0-1. That's away for ball one. Played last year for us. 3.92 ERA this year. Actually having one of his best years so far. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. 2-1 count to Cruz. Ginkle, yeah. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. It's a short. Perdomo throws to first, and Naylor couldn't come up with it. Naylor, it was a low throw in the dirt. Cruz actually hustling, forcing the throw, and that's what happens with Cruz. When he runs full speed, it speeds everything up, and yeah, the throw was low, and Naylor couldn't quite get the scoop, so I imagine that'll probably be an error, but Cruz is going to be on here at first, and IKF moves to third. I'm gone for the night. Hopefully, yeah, for sure, Matthew. I hopefully see you soon, too. Thank you for stopping by, Matthew. And you have a good night, as Reynolds is going to dig in here with runners on the corners with 1 out. Reynolds is 3 for 3 on the night with a walk. Looking to heat up as June approaches. Again, he has that OPS of 981 in June throughout his career. It's just a month he does well in. I guess he loves the heat. As here's the 1-0. That's low. Ball 2. Beeks looks a little bit nervous. Looks like Ginkle passed on whatever it was to Beeks. 2-0 count. Beeks sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. Strike one. Cruz was on the run there, but he'll have to retreat back to first. If you said Ginkle, I said Ray Ginkle because of Ace. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Finkel. Yeah, well, I didn't watch that movie. I'm not cultured. I'm sorry. I just don't watch a lot of movies. Of course, you raised me, so I guess you'd have a lot of control over my life through the first 18 years. You could have shown me whatever. It's okay. All's forgiven. Here is the 2-1 to Reynolds. That's high for ball 3. So Beeks is losing it here. Picking up where Ginkle left off. 3-1 count. The Pirates looking to possibly take the lead. Don't want to knocking on wood here. This is not anti-Diamondbacks. I'm just saying. Got to be happy when the Pirates do something. This Reynolds hits this to left. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Reynolds is perfect tonight with a 3-run shot to left field, and it is now 9-6 Pirates. I can imagine this guy's going to get a card in MLB The Show for tonight's performance because unbelievable. The Pirates have scored 7 runs here in the top of the 8th. It is now 9-6. 6-0 to 6-6. You only need the Diamondbacks to win a bet. That is tough, Wilson Miguel. I'm telling you, when people bet in this chat or they say their bet, they just lose. The chat is cursed, as that is a swing and the miss. Strike one for Horwitz. I know the Pirates are up now, but I do feel bad. Obviously, I have Diamondbacks fans here. I do a lot of Diamondbacks games because, again, they're kind of exciting. And, of course, Nick is a big Diamondbacks fan. As here's the 0-1. That's swung on a missed. Strike two. So 0-2 count for Horwitz. Again, the Pirates. And Reynolds looks so happy. He has been struggling for this past month. You can see just the relief on his face. Hopefully he continues like we know he can in Pittsburgh. I know. Are we batting around? Yeah, I think we are. Yeah. Holy crap. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt. Ball one. Man, Reynolds looks so happy. He's such a serious guy. This guy, he is so quick to anger. It's so good to see him like that. 1-2 count. So now it's going to be 11-9 Diamondbacks win. Yeah, right. Probably. As that one's going to be cut foul. Reynolds for president. Hey, I'd vote for him right now. 1-2 count here as Horwitz is fouling it off. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. As Beeks delivers the 1-2, and that's going to be fouled back yet again. Horwitz trying to stay alive, trying to get on here, keep this going. Of course, Reynolds with that huge home run to put the Pirates up. That's crazy. Oh, my goodness. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Horwitz goes down as his woes will continue. He did get a hit earlier, but he's just been struggling lately. And that's going to bring up Henry Davis, who we still don't know what happened to Bart. I don't know if he just rage quit in the middle of the game, but Davis has been perfect so far. Had a home run earlier, and he doubled. As they're showing the Reynolds replay. And here's the first pitch. That's a chopper. Back to the pitcher. Beeks throws to first and gets him out for out number 3. As the Diamondback fans sarcastically cheer as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Your score, Pirates 9, Diamondbacks 6. What the heck just happened? You're signing off. If the D-backs do win 11-9, I am betting the house on black in New Orleans tomorrow. Well, good luck, Trisk. Hopefully you have a good night. I like Reynolds. I'm happy for him. I know he was slumping. He was definitely slumping. Pirates got any good closing? Dennis Santana is not too bad. They are good one night, then they're bad the next. Yeah, usually they're good for the night, then they're bad the rest of the week, Trisk. I agree. But yeah, you have a good night, Trisk. Thank you for stopping by as always. Yeah, Dennis Santana, I would say, is probably your best. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. More than you'll ever know. I do appreciate everyone that does subscribe. Even if you don't, it's still cool to, see the numbers that I can get sometimes. And again, I have a pretty cool chat, pretty good group of people here. I really do. So feel free to chat down below. It's pretty chill. It's not going to be toxic unless football is really brought up. Then you'll see a little bit of the potential video game streamer Dr. Delay, where he could have went a little toxic. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bottom of the 8th here, Moreno's going to be due up Thomas and Lawler. Due up for the Diamondbacks as they look to try to salvage this game. They were up 6-0 heading into the 6th inning. And that's just crazy to me. I kind of can't wrap my head around it. I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm not mad about it or anything, but little soft spot for the D-backs, of course, because of Nick, and I've covered a lot of their games as well. So, I mean, I do know some of the players, and they are exciting to watch as the Padres, Luis's Padres, still up 7-6 at the top of the 8th. Is there a chance the Diamondbacks come back? Oh, of course there's a chance. Oh, my goodness. Yes, there's a chance. The Diamondbacks are facing the Pirates, but Santana, it looks like they're bringing in their best pitcher, best relieving pitcher here, Santana, 1.61 ERA. But, yeah, no, the Diamondbacks, of course, with this offense, and the Pirates pitching, anything is possible. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to third. Hayes throws to first for out number 1. So 1 away here for the Diamondbacks, as I'm confused on what happened just an inning ago, or half an inning ago, as that's going to bring up Thomas, who's 1 for 3, batting .267, OPS of .693. You need him to win. Well, I mean, it's still doable. I mean, these are the Pirates. The Pirates are 19-36 for a reason, as that's in there for a called strike. But who knows? Maybe it's the Pirates' night. Maybe they get their 20th win. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be in there, strike 2. The Diamondbacks, of course, went back to 500 with yesterday's win over the Pirates, looking to go above 500 today. And right now they are finding themselves down. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt, ball 1. 1-2 count. Hopefully I do a decent job for you guys, Travis. Yeah, hopefully I get that subscription. Here's the 1-2. That's away, ball 2. Even if they don't get anything this inning, the top of the lineup would be due up after if it were to go 1-2-3. 2-2 count. Santana delivers. That's swing and a miss. Big swing. See, struck him out. So 2 away here for the Diamondbacks, and that's going to bring up Jordan Lawler. So for 2 is yet to record a hit. I'm actually going to look at that real quick. This season, he is 0 for 15 in his 2025 career. Didn't play last year. 2023 had 31 at-bats, only 4 hits. So it's yet to prove that he can hit in the majors, as that's going to be right down the middle, strike 1. Pardon me here. Oh, what's going on? 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit down the left field line, but I think that's hooking foul. Sorry if you guys experienced some lag. I don't know what's going on now. It's all fuzzy now. 0-2 count. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Santana looking to keep this a 9-6 game, which, again, crazy. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt, ball 1. 1-2 count. Santana sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we head to the top of the 9th. Your score, Pirates 9, D-backs 6. D-backs going to lose. How many strikeouts did Burns have tonight? Burns had 6 strikeouts. 6 strikeouts for Burns. 8 strikeouts total for the Diamondbacks. Pirates with 8 strikeouts total as well. Burrow's only had 2. Wentz with 4. Santana with 2. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber really helps me out. Just a little guy. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Just had to open the door and actually just happened to open it. My wife was just standing there menacingly, so I don't know if she was just awaiting me or just happened to be walking out of the other room. That is crazy timing. But again, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. And again, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing football later down the road, starting with the Hall of Fame game July 31st, and then working my way into the regular season of the NFL, and of course doing college football as well. So I think it'll be pretty fun. Hopefully I'll see you there. And again, you can recommend games too. It's kind of a channel for you guys, and I'll probably be doing polls for football season, just letting you guys pick what games I cover, which I'll be doing Steelers, obviously, but then the other game will be at random in the afternoon. And for college, it'd probably be strictly up to you guys, honestly. So due up here for the Pirates, it's going to be Canario, Frazier, and Pham. They are combined 3 for 11, and Frazier was hit by a pitch. So they've gotten on base 4 of the 12 times. Not too bad for the Pirates. As they're replaying all the key moments from last inning, again highlighted by the Reynolds 3-run shot to put the Pirates ahead 9-6. So in steps in Canario as he's going to face Graveman. Sorry for all this pause. Just kind of waiting here as here's the first pitch to Canario. That's way away, ball 1. 1-0 count. Graveman with a 2.08 ERA. He's only pitched in 4 innings this year, 4 1/3. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle, and the Pirates lead off the top of the 9th with a single. So Canario's now 2 for 5. He started off 0 for 3, but he's come alive here in this one. Canario's been hitting the ball really well, and it was really shocking that he was just chasing these pretty bad pitches. But the last 2 at-bats, he's 2 for 2. This is crazy. Oh my, the garbage team is up by 6 and is about to screw my whole pile. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is. The Pirates just decided to randomly hit well in the last few innings here. 1-0 count to Frazier. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. Or no, ball 2, pardon me. 2-0 count to Frazier. Almost everyone on the Pirates has a hit except the last player in the parlay, Frazier. Oh, my goodness. We need Frazier to get a hit here. 2-0 count to Frazier. That's away. Ball 3, and Canario's going to steal second. The slide was a little bit early there, but, he was able to get in because the ball actually wasn't fielded cleanly. So 3-0 count here. Frazier needs a hit for the parlay. Usually, though, you mention a bet in my chat. It doesn't happen, and he walks. Ball 4. No, JS is cooked. I am so sorry. That is tough. He's 0 for 3, but he ends up getting on base tonight twice due to the walk and hit by a pitch. So F's in the chat for JS. I'm very sorry. Probably knows going to do F's. That's fine. But that is tough. And he walks again. Incredible. I know. That sucks. That is so tough. In steps in Tommy Pham, who is 2 for 4 at the night. On the night, it was a really good game for him. Now batting actually over 200, which is that's good to see at least. Sick and tired of seeing the 100 there. 0-1 count to Pham, and that is in the dirt. Taken for a ball. Over for me, LOL night. Hopefully, got a subscriber. If not, it's whatever. It is what it is. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, especially for a Pirates fan. Like, come on, man. You see the jersey here? See the enthusiasm? That's going to be low for ball 2. 2-1 count to Tommy Pham. As it looks like Kelly and Pham had a conversation earlier. I don't know if he's asking for Pham's advice. I don't know. 2-1 count. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-2 count. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the ninth. The Pirates looking to add to some more of this lead, as that one's going to be low. Ball 3, add more of this lead. 3-2 count. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. It's ground ball to short. Oh, there's 1. And 2. A double play. So Canario moves to third, but they get the runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Brian Hayes, who's 0 for 3, and a walk. Picture perfect there for the Diamondbacks as they're looking to keep the Pirates off the board. I believe I saw David Bednar warming up in the Pirates bullpen, and that's going to be high for ball 1. So This will be a pretty big outing for him. 1-0 count to Hayes. Here is the pitch. That's away for ball 2. Two-0 count. Graveman delivers the 2-0. That's a checked swing, but he went. Strike 1. So Bednar and Ferguson now. Ferguson is up in the bullpen. So he's joining Bednar here. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Both pitches out of the zone that he swung at. Guess he likes what he sees. 2-2 count to Hayes. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. That's inside. Ball 3. Graveman wanted that one. 3-2 count. Graveman delivers the 3-2, and this one's going to be popped foul back behind home plate. Pirates coming back from the dead, scoring 7 runs in the 8th inning. They scored 2 in the 6th after the Diamondbacks. Again, they were up 6-0 as they were entering the 6th inning, just out of nowhere. 3-2 count to Hayes. Here's the pitch. That's way away for ball 4. So Hayes is going to walk. Bat flips that, and you're going to see Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who is 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. IKF batting .287, OPS of .695, 1 home run, 11 RBIs on the year. Again, had a 3-run double earlier in the 7th. Him and Reynolds definitely had some big at-bats in the 7th. That's low for ball 1. 1-0 count. Graveman delivers. Hayes is going to go and take second with ease. That one's low in the dirt, ball 2. And the Diamondbacks fans booing. Not liking what they're seeing. About to possibly, again, anything can happen, especially with the Pirates bullpen, but possibly lose to the Pirates, who have just struggled this entire year. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside for strike 1. Just has been calling that all night, so I guess you can't be too mad that he's consistent, but it's definitely annoying. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is going to be hit to left center field, and it is caught by Alek Thomas on the full sprint to make the catch as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Looks like it'll be Bednar in the bottom of the 9th facing off the Diamondbacks as the Pirates leading 9-6. And I'll check over the last bits of these. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Trisk, I thought you were going away. What the heck? How many base runners have the Pirates stranded? Shoot. Hold on. I don't know. I think I can look that up here. 9. Yeah, quite a bit. Let's see here. All right. What's happening? Crap. Just terrible. I'm terrible. Okay. Padres leading 8-6 over the Marlins in the bottom of the 8th. Everything else is final. Say at least 10. No, sir. Just 9. Dodgers over the Indians 9-5. Cardinals over the Orioles 7-4. Tigers over the Giants 3-1. Hopefully I saw you there earlier. Phillies over the Braves 2-0. Twins over the Rays 4-2. Mets over the White Sox 6-4. Reds over the Royals 7-2. Brewers over the Red Sox 5-1. Cubs over the Rockies. Oh, the Rockies almost took it. 4-3 over the Rockies. Rangers won 2-0 over the Blue Jays. Astros 11-1 over the Athletics. The Yankees they defeated the Angels 3-2, and the Mariners defeat the Nationals 9-1. That is your scores from around the major leagues. Good night, D-backs. Score 5 in the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, probably. David Bednar's pitching, and he is as hot and cold as they come. Mostly cold lately. Bednar's ERA is a 5.17. So, again, the D-backs, it's not over if you're a D-backs fan. Travis commented earlier. I know Nick is a big D-backs fan. Did say they will lose. I guess we're all pessimistic about our own teams as in steps in Carroll. And this one is popped up. Davis makes a run for it, but that one's out of play. So 0-1 count. Carroll led off the bottom of the first with the home run, and it looked like it was just going to be a Diamondbacks night. And then they score 5 in the fourth to lead 6-0, but the Pirates just coming back slowly as this one's going to be fouled back, scoring 2 in the top of the sixth, and then 7. Just couldn't seem to get them out in the top of the eighth. And that's where you stand now, 9-6 Pirates up on the Diamondbacks. 0-2 count to Carroll. That's going to be chopped foul. 0-2 count. Bednar needs this confidence. I mean, he's just doesn't have much confidence. Here is the 0-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's a killer for the Diamondbacks, as we are 2 outs away from the Diamondbacks going back below 500 and the Pirates recording their 20th win of the season. And that's going to bring up Perdomo. He's 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs, batting .298, OPS of .859, as that one is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. My voice is giving way. Holy crap. Here is the 0-1. That's in the dirt, ball one. My voice probably feeling the ends, the limits. Draven, welcome back. The Pirates somehow are possibly going to win. Of course, my voice, again, it's my second game of the day. The Giants-Tigers earlier. Here is the 1-1. That is chopped foul. Strike 2. 1-2 count to Perdomo. Pirates. Two strikes away, or 2 outs away. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 2. If the score stays the same, Reynolds player of the game. Oh, yes. 100% Reynolds would be officially my player of the game. Reynolds 4 for 4 with a walk and a home run. Here's the 2-2. And this one's going to be hit to right. But it's right at Reynolds for out number 2. The Pirates just may win this one. Still not over yet. Hey, we're all Pirates fans, or not all of us, but the ones that are Pirates fans here is like, it's not over. As Gurriel is coming to the plate, he's 2 for 3, and I believe was hit by a pitch. Yeah, he was hit by a pitch earlier. Batting .246, OPS is .723, as that's going to be outside ball 1. 1-0 count. Bednar sets and delivers. That's high. Almost hit him. 2-0 count. Gurriel. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's right down the middle. Strike 1. I'll just remind you again, I'm not just rubbing this in, I promise. Just, again, Diamondbacks were up 6-0 heading into the 6th inning, and then the Pirates just somehow, some way, as that's going to be fouled off. Oh, it's fouled off Davis. 2-2 count, 2 outs. 2-2 count. Nick says it's over. It possibly is. Pirates scoring 6 in the top of the, or 2 in the top of the 6th, and then 7 in the 8th. Just unbelievable. I don't know where it came from. Pirates hadn't shown that all year. brief little timeout here, so we're letting Davis recompose himself. 2-2 count. Bednar sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates somehow, someway win as they come back and defeat the Diamondbacks 9-6. I do want to thank everyone for watching. It was pretty fun. Hopefully, I earned a subscription from it. If it definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you like what you saw, definitely hit that subscribe button. As I unfortunately won't be back tomorrow, but again, I did the doubleheader today, kind of trying to make up for it. But yeah, I would say player of the game is Brian Reynolds. Like, what the heck? Just hopefully warming up for June. 223 now. OPS is 620 or 652. We went 4 for 4. Travis, BS, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. It is tough. I mean, again, I've done I think 6 or 7 Diamondbacks games now, and it's really fun to watch them play. It really is. It's just a shame it didn't go their way tonight. But again, I do thank everyone for coming by. Vegas called the bullpen and told the D-backs to blow it because I bet on the D-backs. Oh, you know that's what happened, man. I think all the money was with the D-backs today. This was fun. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully, if you're not subscribed, hopefully you hit that subscribe button. Again, it was fun. This was a great game. It looked like it was going to be a stinker there, but again, the chat was pretty active earlier. I do appreciate everyone that interacted with me tonight. It's always fun to talk with you guys, just, seeing what you guys think about just whatever, baseball, football, just anything. We were talking about old NFL commentators, baseball commentators, old baseball players, as always. Whenever Sean has to ask me, who do I think is better? I'm like, I have no idea, but I will look it up right now because it's actually really fun to, look at, just baseball history and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream and, hit that subscribe button. Again, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing football once football season arrives. I do a little bit of UFL now, but it's really hard to do that for the most part. But should be clearing up hopefully a weekend soon. So, but yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by today, everyone that chatted and everyone that subscribed. You guys are the best. You guys all have a great night. And I hope your team wins unless they're playing my team. That's how it goes. But yeah, y'all have a good one. I will see you next time. GG Pirates pull out the win. Yeah, we held on. I thought we were going to blow it even with all those runs. But yeah, Nick, you enjoy the rest of your shift. I'm assuming you're doing your usual overnight. And I will see you guys in the next live stream, hopefully. If not, it's okay. You guys have a life too. That's perfectly fine. Y'all have a good one. Peace.